Warm greetings from the high 10. It's Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. Tonight's subject will be pertaining to he said, the man who cannot stop lying. I will give my commentary, set information, bring you a source, and I will drop the link, and you're welcome to hit the link to share your story, your version, your experience with a lying man. Have you dated a lying man? Have you married a lying man? Have you been stood up by a lying man? Have you been lied to numerous times by a liar? And that's tonight's subject. Hello, Night Owl. Thanks for joining me. That's the subject matter at hand this evening. And please stay on topic. Helps with the flow of things. Amen. Hope you all are well out there. The queen is half and half, but I'm here. By the grace of God, amen. Thank you all for joining me. Thanks so much. Hello, hello, hello. Thank you, honey. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you all for joining the queen. Amen. It's late in the high 10, but nonetheless, we're going to discuss grown folks conversation. This is the grown folks hour. And if you would like to share, I encourage you to share your experiences on this panel on any subject matter. But tonight's subject is pertaining to relationships, courtships, whatever you got going on. That's the subject tonight. Hi, Edward, baby. How you doing? So, ladies, have you been lied to? Have you been misled? Did you meet somebody that you didn't even get a chance to even see where it would go because he had ulterior motives? He really didn't have any interest. He just wanted to feel himself. And perhaps it was just, hey, wanted to get a little something. Got a receipt, then he checked on out. He had better things to do. You see, there are all kinds of men. You see, you can talk to them on the phone 1 day, 2 days, never hear from them again. They never met you, so it ain't even got to be about you gave up the goods. You see, it takes all kinds. They wind you up like a toy via the phone, video chatting, FaceTime, well, whichever you like to use. And say all kind of things about I'm over here, I live here, I got this going on, I'm with my cousin, I'm with Pookie, my grandmama, oh, I got my own place, my this, my that, I work, woo, woo, woo. And then you realize that you've been talking to a liar. You see, if you talk to somebody briefly, and briefly means what it means, day 1, day 2, 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, briefly, even a few months. Once a person falls off, they're basically letting you know they weren't interested. That's that guy that wrote that book many years ago. He's just not that interested or into you, excuse me. He's just not that into you. Now, I talked to a guy a while ago. He said, well, I'm not the talkative kind. I don't call, I don't text. So I thought, well, how are you going to be with a woman? How did you get the woman you got if you can't talk? So did you talk to get her? And then somewhere down the line, things got a little hectic, a little iffy, and now you two don't talk because she did something you don't like. She's doing things you don't like. She's doing things that you think, let me reword that. She ain't doing what you want her to do, her household responsibility. So you've checked out and you're in the same house with she. Have a family, but you checked out. So you basically telling me you walking around your house paying bills and not sleeping with your woman, not talking to your woman because she's not doing what you think she should do. But you see, these are the things you learn about people. Conversation. That's why my daddy always told me that you listen sometimes. You can learn a lot by listening. You see, where I have the problem is there's no need for the lying, you see. You either like me or you don't. You can't say you're interested if you fell off after a couple of days. And it's even more crazy if we never met each other. Do you understand what I'm saying? And I learned this a lot dealing with the date site. Just random conversation. Poof, fall off. No call back, no nothing. Sporadic calling, sporadic texting. I'm not a texter. I tell men that when I meet them. If you're looking for a texter, I'm not the lady you're looking for. I don't care for texting. Texting to me is for children. Now, some of you adults out there like to text, but to me, texting says a lot about your character, that you're really not engaged and you're not going to engage in conversation because you got other things you want to do. So you're going to try to do those things while texting, which we already know that's going to be kind of hard to do. You can't really watch a movie texting somebody. Can't really thoroughly clean your house if you're texting somebody. Can't read a book texting somebody. You ain't supposed to be driving texting somebody. You get my drift. But the lies they spin is ridiculous. And as my brother would say, Buck, you ain't got a lot of kicking, and he's right. Tell me, the next, any woman, that I only want you for this. And we're going to name them off. I only want you for sex. I only want you for conversation. I only want you if you can cook. I only want you if you can clean. I only want you when I'm bored. I only want you to use you, take your money, steal from you, rob, defraud, keep it 100. Just say what you mean. Be about your business. Because as Buck says, you ain't got a lot of kicking. If sex is all you want, then say that. I'm not interested in getting to know you. You're nice looking, you're this, you're that. You got all the nice attributes, but I'm not going to follow through. I'm going to be that Negro, that guy, that's not going to follow through. I'm not going to call you. I'm not going to be persistent in pursuing you because I don't really want to talk to you like that. I just like the way you look. Hell, the way you smell, and I just want to get some, and that's all I want. And then I'm going to fall off. So don't chase me. Don't call, don't text. Don't come by my house. Don't do none of that. Don't come by my job. I'll call you when I want to engage in conversation, sex, whatever. All I want is your money. What you can give me, do for me. Tell her that. Because you can't tell the queen that because the queen going to cuss you out. You know that. If I want to give you something, I give it to you. But you see, the thing I've learned is that you don't know people. So in the beginning, whether it's day 1, day 4, when they fall off, all you can say is, well, I didn't know him. I didn't know him. The person that he appeared to be is not the person who he actually is. And even if you've engaged in conversation saying, what is it that you want? Are you looking for a relationship, friendship, courtship? What are you looking for? And he tells you, yes, I'm looking for a lady. I want a lady friend. I want a woman. And then he falls off. A day or 2 later, stop talking, quit calling. Well, then we have to ask ourselves, what is it that he really wants? What is it that he really wants? You see, obviously we have more women on the earth than men, perhaps, at least over here in this country. So men have a lot to choose from. 20 to 1. I say 25 to 1. Maybe more. Hell, let's just go and be greedy with it, 30. So a man has a lot to choose from. So he's got Susie, Patricia, Shamiqua, Angela, all vying for his attention. So he's feeling some type of way about himself. He's like, hell, I got it going on. I got all these sugar mamas looking at me and want to talk to me. And let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. He may have pursued you. It ain't have to be you pursued him. He could have pursued you. But yet, he's with the shit and has no intention of following through. He's going to say all the right things. I'm attracted to you. I saw you, this and that, whatever, however you met. Tell you he's interested. And it's not going to matter if he takes you out, if you hook up, don't hook up, talk on the phone only, talk a few days on the phone. Eventually, if he is not about his business, he has no intentions of actually getting to know you, he's going to fall off. And I'm bringing you this information because I see it all the time. And it's sad to me. And what's even more sad is when I meet men who will say to me, well, why are you single? Why the hell do you think I'm single? I can't make you be something that you're not. I can't make you like me. I can't make you fall in love with me. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because you won't give a woman a chance to get to know you because your intentions are not pure. So therefore, I and so many others can't get to know you. And see, those jokers who are players, they're the first ones to say, oh, they got that game. These women got game out here. They don't want nothing. Oh, the new one. They ain't following through. No, homeboy, probably you ain't following through. And then if the woman ain't following through, it's probably because she already knows you are going to fall off. So she's going to beat you to the punch. She'll just go ahead and give you some, because you got some women to get down and say, hey, I just want me a little something, something. I don't want a relationship. And that's her choice, her preference. But I always feel like when you get to a certain age, you would seem like to me you want a relationship. You want a mate. But to each his own. But my thing is, keep it real. If all you want is somebody that you can use for money, place to sleep, sex, say that. Say, I'm going to fall off. I have no intentions of getting to know you, doing anything for you. I just need whatever the hell you can give me. And then when I get all I can get, I'm going to check out. Or I'm going to keep you on standby along with Shamika, Susie, Patricia, Deborah. You get the drill. Life is cruel because people are cruel. And as Dr. Phil says, you teach people how to treat you. So if you allow people to do these little nasty things, such as pop up when they want, call when they want, text when they want, only call you to get a little nookie ookie, then that's how they're going to treat you. Now, if you down for just giving up your cookies whenever you feel like it would Peter, Paul, Joe, it's nothing wrong. You grown. But know the repercussions of if you start to like him, he may not be interested because he's gotten used to a pattern, which is getting it when he can, when he asks, or when you offer. If you need verification for a source, Mind Remake Project is the source. 8 types of liars. Woo! Read about 8 common types of liars, ranging on a spectrum from the very worst, the pathological liar, to the least harmful, the well-meaning, tactful liar. I find the psychology of lying fascinating. So while browsing research devoted solely to falsehoods on which I write a future post, I started to reflect on the different types of liars I've met throughout the years. This led to a Google search, types of liars, to see if it's a thing. And it is. Kind of, for example, there's the sociopathic liar versus the occasional liar versus the white liar, all different types of liars. The different types of liars can be categorized as ranging on a spectrum from pathological, the very worst type of liar on one end, to tactful, the least harmful type of liar on the opposite end, while taking into consideration, of course, the various reasons people lie. In this article, I describe 8 types of liars I've encountered, both as professional counselor and in my personal life. Number 1, pathological liar. This person lies constantly for any reason, for no reason at all. They don't know when they're lying, and they're incapable of being honest with not only others, but with themselves. Due to this, it's impossible to have an authentic relationship with the pathological liar. Their reality shifts on a whim. What I consider pathological lying is what others may refer to as sociopathic. In the Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders, DSM-5, repeated lying is a criterion for diagnosing antisocial personality disorder, formerly known as sociopathy or psychopathy. The pathological liar isn't necessarily dangerous or cruel, but they'll never be someone you can trust. The pathological liar, providing they have other redeeming qualities, is a suitable acquaintance, but never a loyal friend, partner, or spouse. The intentional liar. This type of liar enjoys pushing your buttons. They lie for the fun of it, for the sake of entertainment. It makes them feel powerful and in control. The people they lie to are their pawns. They often desire an audience. White tea? While the intentional liar is similar to the pathological liar in some ways, they differ in that they're fully aware of their untruths. The unintentional liar is the high school quarterback who asks the least popular girl to prom and then tells her it was just a prank in front of all his friends. Sometimes the intentional liar poses as a jokester, but they're malicious and cruel. They fear to get a reaction and then say in a mean-spirited way, I was just effing with you. Sometimes the intentional liar poses as a jokester, but they're malicious and cruel. The only reason they're not ranked higher than the pathological liar is that by possessing awareness, they at least have the capacity to change. Number 3, the manipulative liar. They lie to get what they want. They have an end goal and will do or say whatever it takes to achieve it. They often use flattery or say what they think you want to hear in order to get a promotion, make a sale, get elected, or get in your pants. That part. Like the pathological liar, you won't know where you stand with the manipulative liar. Does she think you're witty or does she like free dinner? The manipulative liar is not malicious, but they can still cause harm. They have no place in your life. Number 4, the protective liar. This type of liar is at times dangerous, but can also be perceived as noble. It all depends on what or who they're protecting. They'll go to any length to protect a secret. But in the murder of their lovers, wives, or demotion at work, they have no moral objections to lying as long as it serves their purposes. Interesting. They may protect your secrets as well, making them a loyal friend or spouse. The danger lies in who or what they choose to protect. This type of liar may possess dark secrets that would shake you to the core if revealed. You'll never know what they keep hidden, and therefore, you'll never fully know who they are. Their secret could be as benign as a childhood stutter, or could be devastating and unspeakable, such as carrying on a secret love affair with your best friend or past as a child sexual molester. Excuse me. Number 5, the avoidant liar. They strive to avoid anything they find unpleasant. Instead of being honest, they offer partial truths or deflect. It could be that the avoidant liar is evading conflict or doesn't want to complete a particular task. Maybe they don't want to be judged. Instead of being straightforward, they make excuses or dance around the truth. For example, the avoidant liar who opts out of a family dinner because they can't stand their mother-in-law pleads a migraine, or the avoidant liar who oversleeps and is late to work tells their boss they got a flat tire, and the avoidant liar who drunkenly spills red wine on the white carpet blames it on the dog. Avoidant liars are frustrating because they often don't say what they mean. You can never be sure if they're getting the truth or half-truth or a made-up excuse. The impressive liar. They aim to impress. This person might not see themselves as a liar. They may not even realize they're being deceitful. They fabricate to gain the approval of others. They may stretch the truth to make a story a bit funnier. They fake a feeling to seem more self-assured than they are. Lying to impress is more of a habit than a conscious act. The impressive liar believes their own stories after telling them time after time. For example, the multiple retellings of a bar fight. The impressive liar actually believes that he knocked out 3 burly bikers, when in reality, he broke his fist attempting to punch the bartender for cutting him off. Impressive liars are mostly harmless, but can be annoying, especially when they're obviously fibbing. They pose little risk, but why spend time with someone who feels the need to pretend to be something they're not? The lazy liar. Sometimes speaking candidly requires an explanation. The lazy liar streamlines the truth because it's less complicated than giving the full narrative. For example, saying, I was late because I grabbed the wrong report is easier than I'm late because I grabbed the report. I realized one page was missing, and when I went back, I had to reprint the entire report because the page numbers were off and the heading was on a separate sheet. I then stopped to use the bathroom. Not worth the effort, right? Lazy lying is relatively harmless. The lazy liar doesn't share the full story. Rather, they opt to recount the edited movie version of the truth as opposed to the 700-page book version. The only time lazy lying can be problematic is when the lazy liar deems a detail unimportant when it is, in fact, imperative. Number 8, the tactful liar. They are considerate and well-meaning. They offer overly optimistic reassurances when things aren't going well and find themselves saying things like, it wasn't that bad, even when, yes, it was indeed that bad. They're pleasant to be around. Your plus-size butt will never look fat in jeans, and your disastrous dye job will be edgy, not traffic cone orange. You also won't know when there's spinach in your teeth, if your fly is down, or your breath is bad, or if your PowerPoint presentation was dull. The tactful liar has the best of intentions. They don't want to upset you or hurt your feelings. What they lack in candor, they make up for in amiability. An honorable mention for the heroic, self-sacrificing liar. This type of liar is exceedingly rare, which is why they're not included with the 8 more common types of liars. The heroic liar is similar to the protective liar in that they'll go to extreme to protect, but in their case, they lie to defend or safeguard someone they love or save a stranger, even if they believe it's the right thing to do. For example, 2 children, brothers, are playing and the youngest breaks a lamp. The older heroic liar will take the blame to save the younger one from a spanking. The heroic liar's place on the spectrum would fall at the very end, past the well-meaning liar. Can you relate to any of these above liars? Maybe you're personally acquainted with one or several of them. Leave your thoughts in a comment and share this post with your favorite liars. This is by mindremakeproject.org if you need verification, and the author is Cassie Jewell, MEDLPC LSATP, a professional, I'm assuming. 8 types of liars. Google it if you want to recap on the information that I brought you, or go back to the beginning of this video. So 8 types of liars. The most dangerous one, naturally, is the pathological liar. This is the person who lies on a whim. They don't even blink. They already have the lie made up. They don't have to search. They don't have to stutter. They don't have to think. It's already on standby. And we know there are a lot of people out here that are like that. But we as women tend to put up with a lot of foolishness from people, men and women, especially men. And especially when you are in the dating game, you put up with a lot. And you learn the lies because they all start to mirror one another. It doesn't matter if he's short, tall, fat, white, black, blue, green. You will hear a lie and you know it's a lie. And you'll say to yourself, self, now wait a minute. I thought I just heard that lie 6 weeks ago, 3 months ago. But that guy was taller, more handsome. But nonetheless, the lie was the same. Phone trouble. Can't work my phone. Battery dead. Gotta charge it. Sleeping. Running late. So much to do. Friends coming in from out of town. Gotta go out of town. Let me see. I gotta think of something else. I didn't think you really liked me. Oh, so many. I can't keep up right now. So many I can't even think. Fall off all of 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, 2 weeks, and then have the nerve to call you. And now that's the one that's funny to me. That's that real cocky guy who says, I can fall off, I can hit it and run, and then I can call her 2 months from now, 3 months, and think she will be reciprocate the conversation. But you see, best that you don't, because that's what he's looking for. Because what you have to tell yourself, if you fell off for whatever reason, whether it was sex, no sex, conversation, no conversation, we met, didn't meet, you'll do it again. And any of you who follow my content, you know the story of Yellow Boy. Yellow Boy is the perfect example of this storyline. Stood me up, supposed to come see me, didn't show up, fell off, played phone tag for weeks. I finally engaged weeks later. Then more weeks went by. He finally came to see me, went back home, and I never heard from him again. Do you understand what I'm saying? You see, he showed me who he was the first time he didn't come to see me. And we went weeks, months, whatever, a month or so not speaking. And then he messaged me on the site. And I told him I didn't really feel the need to talk to him because I said, what's the point? There's nothing there. You either got something going on, a woman, or this, whatever. It doesn't matter. I don't care. So foolishly, I let him back into conversating. He never could talk when he got off from work. He was too busy. He had to go fool with his children because he had small children, not with the baby mama. So he says, who the hell knows? Anyway, long story short, disaster. A damn disaster. I fell for it. But he showed me who he was first time he didn't visit. Didn't even have the decency to even call to say, hey, change of plans, blah, blah, blah. I tried calling him back later that evening because he was going to visit his friends during the daytime because he was off that day, but it was a Friday. He never answered that evening, so I already knew what time it was. So I said, well, I guess we won't be having a date because he's not answering the phone. And I never heard from him again. It was weeks before I heard from him. And do you know what his excuse was? I didn't think you want me. I didn't think you want to date a man that has small children. Well, honey, I hadn't even met you yet. Let me see. And then naturally, that was always his conversation after we resumed conversation. Well, I don't know if it's going to really work out because I know you really, probably don't want to be around a man with small kids. I'm like, well, if you felt that way day one, you should not have contacted me. Or once you had talked to me, you should have said, well, I don't think this lady would date me because I have small children. But instead, you pursued me anyway. Then you fell off on the night that we're supposed to resume conversation. You're supposed to come see me. And then weeks went by. You reached out. I told you how I felt. I played coy for a couple of days. Then we resumed talking. Then you finally came to see me. And then you disappeared. That's the gist of it. See, I have come to realize these men out here, no matter where you meet them, because a lot of you are leery of the date sites, but this is what I tell you about people. You don't know people, period. Doesn't matter where you meet them. Because the guy that's on the date side is the guy that works, don't work. He's a liar. He's a thief. He's a fraudulent person. He lives pillar to post. Probably has mental problems, psychiatric problems, criminal records. He's all those things. And it doesn't really matter about the date side because people are people. And that's what people need to understand, men and women both. That you don't know people. And there are people who are diabolical and don't have criminal records. They just have never been caught. Then they're diabolical and they do have criminal records. People are people. And you're not going to know what you get until you put your foot in the pond. Sample the water. And all I can do is pray for you and myself too. Because you don't know what you're getting. But one thing, as my brother says, you ain't got to lie to kick it. You don't want to be with a woman. You don't want anything from her. You just want sex or you want to use her for money. Hell, just tell her and wait to see if you get a response if she don't bust you upside your damn head after you say it. But just keep it real. If you have another woman, wife, girlfriend, sidekick, side piece, new piece, old piece, just say it. Hey, I got a friend. I ain't really happy with her. And I just want to be with somebody else for the night. But I can't offer you nothing because I ain't got nothing. And if I got something, I still don't offer you nothing. Just keep it real. I'm going to drop the link. And I want you all to hit the panel and share your stories if you can, and be as honest as you can and respectful. And if you know a story of someone who dealt with a pathological liar or a tactful liar, whichever liar you want to pick, please indulge and share it with the panel. Thank you all for joining me. This is Everyday Shenanigans, and thank my mods for joining me. I will drop the link. Hello, everybody in the chat. Hold on one second. Taking a while for it to pop up. Hope you all are well out there. Thanks for joining the Queen. We're on the phone tonight because that computer, she had to go to the chop shop because she needed some special attention. Yes, we had to get her help a break. Thank y'all for joining me. Air Force, don't be trying to put my baby up here, trying to put my baby on blast. What you mean? You can't wait to hear what she got to say. Won't you come up here and testify? You ain't never lied, Air Force. Don't start no mess with the Queen. Mr. I love Tootsies. For those who ain't watched the live where you testify before the court, you love women's feet. Shut your mouth. Thank you all for joining me. Hey, Nancy. Hit the link. I got 74 viewing. Thank you so much for joining me. Yes, the Queen will share some little stories with you every blue moon. I'll share some things with you, you know. As they say in the street, you live and you learn. The things we go through. It's always something going on. Okay, Shaydoc, stop. You a mess. Not the foot in that. Y'all sick. Hit the link, Tanya. Don't testify in my chat. Hit the link. That's what the link is for. You do not have to show your face to join the panel for Everyday Shenanigans. Just hit the link and share. Thank you. Oh, Lord, what is it now, Crystal? Dang. Did I leave something out? Oh, no. See, I'm typing. I hope I didn't mistype. Okay, wait a minute. Oh, I can't type with these nails. Oh, I think I may have forgot my lines. Wait a minute. I think that's what it is. Hold on. Ain't no telling what I left out. For V. See, they got all these similar numbers in here. Why, I do not know. Let's see if I got it right this time. What's swoosh noise? Who y'all talking about? Doug, you worry about you. Worry about what I got going on. I think I can't tap with these fingernails, honey. You used to tap them on nails. I am not playing video games. I do not play video games. And guess what? I don't like men that indulge in video games. That turns me off. First thing I think of is a kid. Because that's the worst thing you want to hear, calling somebody and say, hey, you want to go do something? I'm playing a video game right now. You how? Okay. Sorry. Nah, no thank you. 85 viewing. Thank you so much. Hey, asteroids. Y'all stop. Oh, Lord. Who's my first victim?
You know. You know it's me.
Look, hold on. She done supposed to low her. What you doing, girl?
Girl, this is what happens when you get gray hair. It just goes curly.
Oh, look, you know the queen got to go get us a little Revlon. Oh, because it's...
This is what happens when you go gray. It goes curly. Just straight up curly on me. So, yeah.
I am so...
I show myself.
You was talking to the queen early, honey. The queen was just feeling some type of way. I said, ooh, Lord, I'm about to be on America's Most Wanted. They better leave me alone.
You ain't kidding. Well, you know,
and my brother was just talking to me just now, my baby brother. He's just a subdued type person. He vents like I vent, but he's more like, well, things happen. But I want to tell him, you wasn't feeling like that the other day when that woman swiped your car at where you live. Don't try to act like stuff don't bother you now.
Well, I was feeling a little parched earlier, so
honey, look. Well, I declare I feel a little parched too.
Well, I done been feeling a little parched, so
what you drinking out of a mason jar?
It looks like a mason jar. My husband fixed it for me earlier. So
I just love your accent, child.
Yeah, I started a little early.
Tell people, as civilized as I try to be, and I get a little crunk, excuse my manners, honey, when I say I love the Southern accent, people really don't understand what it's like to be a Southerner. And that's by way of Chicago. So I got a little hood, class, Southerner. Honey, Miss Miller can do it all, baby. I got 12.
I can too. I can bring out some crunk too. Now, don't get it twisted. I can bring it out.
I love your accent, honey. Woo, Lord. When I talk to you, honey, I swear I feel like I'm talking to Blanche off the Golden Girls.
You better believe it. I can get it going.
Hold on. Honey, I ain't doing no who that is? I ain't doing nothing private. No. Sorry. You can't say it in front of the chat. Sorry.
It's all right.
Yeah. Thank you all for joining me.
I would definitely say, before my husband, I had a pathological liar. Straight up.
Okay, well, tell me this. How long have you been married?
22 years.
Okay. So before that, you dated a guy for how long?
2.5 years.
And where did you meet?
Through a mutual friend.
So what was the problem?
It was always...
You can say it in a decent way, because I don't know what it is. So.
Yeah, always needing money for this, always needing money for that. I'm always broke down. Can you come over and help me with this? And I was just like, really? I got a kid. Come on with it.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah, I understand that.
And I finally got tired of it, and I was like, I'm done with this mayhem and foolishness.
Yes,
I
yes.
don't
And
I don't
that's a
I
terrible
don't
thing to
need
do
this.
is taking care of somebody. Taking care of a grown man, there's just no dignity
Exactly.
in taking care of a man. I'm sorry. I don't care what he's going through. I don't care how nice he seems. Because
Mm-mm.
see, I'm old school. I just go by the book of life itself. How you start is usually how you finish. So if you
Right. It
start
wasn't like
with money, you start taking care of somebody, especially a woman taking care of a man. 9 times out of 10, that's how it's going to end.
it wasn't like that in the beginning now, let me tell you.
Well,
It was all nice and sweet and roses.
so was he buying you things and taking you out to eat and that
Oh,
type of stuff?
oh, absolutely. It wasn't like
Okay,
that
so
in the
what
beginning.
happened? He lost a job or something?
No, 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 no. He was in construction. It just kind of flipped. And it was
What you
just
mean?
all of us.
Wait. Explain. What you mean, flip?
It was just kind of like, oh, I'm struggling. I'm coming,
Okay.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. It just kind of, oh, I'm struggling. I'm needing this. I'm needing that. And I was just
Well,
like,
thanks. You got to use your name. Don't be coming in my chat with no aliases. You know we don't do aliases up in here. I don't know who you are. I'm talking about you backstage. You better come up under or Doug.
you better come with the real deal.
Woo, Deborah says I had a man tell me call him after all my children go off. Please lose my number, dude. Wait a minute. If I call you and you telling me to call you back after God's light or days of our lives, oh yeah. See you later, fella.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
Oh, Jesus.
Exactly. Yeah, I had to kick that one to the curb. Oh,
Oh Lord, that is
Doug.
so funny.
Oh my
Oh, my
God.
Doug.
We have an Oreo cookie here that I've been dreaming of. Jesus.
It's in
But
the
this
wrong
ain't no
order, Doug. Come on.
this will be a different type of cookie. This is the
No,
chocolate
no,
with the
I
milk,
have my
the chocolate and
I have my camera on and my
two
screen is black.
creams.
And no, and
Oh,
I
I
don't want
got
to be
that. Okay,
I don't want to be
Oh, okay.
politically incorrect,
I'll
but
follow you crazy.
my
Oh, what
camera
do you
ain't
have
work
to bring?
my camera ain't working, so we're in Oreo for now.
Okay.
Just deal with it.
Uh, congratulations. Look, congratulations on the new place. Do you need something for your place, sir?
Yeah, that's
I
right.
am you know what, I'm just thank you so much, Queen. And you know what, you were one of the only ones that complimented me on that, and I was very grateful
Excuse
for
you?
that. And no, thank you so much. No, I have it's so funny because a lot of things go around on this YouTube, and we all are very capable of having a lot different lives than people show or people generate on YouTube.
Look, Doug, don't let this venture into nothing else but what the topic is now. I asked you, do you need something for your new home? That's what I asked you.
um I'm that guy who just is just grateful for whatever I get, and I need whatever, but Queen, I you know what, to be honest, I don't know how to answer that because not a lot of people ask that, to be honest. So
Well,
um
I mean, I didn't know if you need a throw rug, a shower curtain. We can ship it. I mean, it's not no big deal.
Amazon ships.
you
Cause I'm
guys,
getting ready. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go. I'm getting ready to go stay in a tent my damn self. I think I'm gonna see what it's like to be out in the live or out in the wild. I'm gonna try to buy a trailer and attach it to my car. And I'm just gonna ride around
I
the
thought
country.
I thought about that because in lieu of what we're talking about right now is what your passion is true crime and things like that, and a passion of mine is that, and me being able to be mobile, and be able to give those months of my life while I was being able to work and have income coming in to where I could be boots on the ground, or I could be living that way. um, I'm a very grounded person, and so I don't ask for anything, and I can live very frugally, and to be even ask that question if I need anything. um I need you to keep your channel going. I need you to keep everything
Look,
in the news that we're doing.
I
I
want
don't
you
need
to
anything.
stop. Look,
I
stop
don't
it.
want anything. I don't
Listen,
want anything.
you talking
If
around
people
the
want to
circus.
donate to my Cash App or my PayPal and say, hey, here's for moving, that's great. But I want to donate to you, or I want to be around for your show, and I wasn't expecting this, so
Well,
I'm
Are you
blushing right now
blushing
because
in the blackness?
listen. I'm gonna say it one more time.
That's very generous. That's very generous.
Drop the Cash App in the chat, and we'll go
Okay.
from there.
Thank you. That's
But
very
anyway,
generous,
I
you guys.
thought you were gonna comment on the topic. You can talk all around my topic.
I want to actually comment on the topic and be a commentary on what you guys are talking about as a men's point of view. And I've seen what's been going on, you know, with this whole dating stuff and all these dating sites and all these different catfishes that have been going on for people's personal use with the COVID and their situations, trying to make it better. I mean, I was talking to somebody tonight who's I've been getting back into stand-up comedy. I'm going to be doing some shows around here, and what she is she's going through this dating thing where she's been on Plenty of Fish, she's been on Tinder, she's been on this, she's been on that, she's been on all these, and it's all the same story, and you kind of see that everybody right now has their own kind of neediness. You're not really finding the people who have got through the COVID and had a substantial means to do so and be able to continue life normality wise on how they want to do things. People have private jets. People live private lives that have money, that still traveled, still did things outside the the COVID range, and were able to continue their lives as normal. But us people who live, a substantially normal life where we don't have that ability to have private jets, I think that
let me say this to y'all. Let me say this to y'all. Listen. The apps is nothing. People are people. The apps is nothing. You all focus on the apps. It's just an easier tool to manipulate to con. Whether it's for money or just live, seeing what I can get. People are people.
I agree.
There are people who are not on the damn date sites that are fraudulent.
You have to actually pay for the sites that you want, like the eHarmony or these bigger.
There's people out here who are not on date sites and they are losers. Period.
Yeah, but you get these people on free dating sites that you're gonna get. Okay, the people you get on free dating sites.
I hear all that about
the kind of stuff you're gonna get.
That's
bad
no
credit. You're gonna get no job. You're gonna get.
But that's no guarantee that if I went and paid or Pookie went and paid, that they're gonna get some gem because they paid. Let me tell you something. That same dude or woman could go pay and be the same one, reel somebody in, break their heart, steal from them, steal their identity. Do you understand what I'm saying? Because once again, you don't know people.
Let's take it a step further.
People are
evil. Let's take this a step further. So as a woman, as a woman on a dating site, you get a free membership. As a man on a dating site, we have to pay for everything. If we want a real woman, or if we want real responses, and we want this and that, the men actually are the ones where their money is coming in. The women are the ones that they're using as free. So it's one of these things
that the guys have to pay. But what I'm trying to say, because I don't really want to stay on that subject, I'm saying people are people. The date site is just an easier way for people to reach out to you, such as Facebook, such as YouTube. It's all the same. It's an app that can get access to you faster than meeting you at Lowe's. And
see, exactly. I'm old fashioned. I'm old fashioned. I need I'd like to see the person, interact with the person, see what because you could tell a lot by a person the very first interaction, and the less they say is more. The less they say is more, but their actions.
Well, you know what? Somebody said that too recently, and guess what? They're a no-go. So that's bullshit.
Well, what's crazy is that you find good people, and anywhere in the world now, and it's given me hope finding, especially in the community that we're finding all these people who are so passionate about such different angles and so different people, and you see that there's still love in this world. So I believe in true love, and I still feel that everybody still has somebody for everyone. But it's been I think the world of technology has ruined relationships because that's
the point I'm trying to make, is that everybody's not on a site that's out here lying and manipulating. There are people
but if they're on that site, they're on other sites. You got to think, what other sites are these people on too?
Let me
Yeah,
finish.
you gotta. Yeah,
So they go to Facebook or whatever. They scroll the pictures or they scroll the friends of friends list. They see a pretty girl, guy. They reach out and say hello through Messenger. God forbid, one thing leads to another. That's the point
yeah,
I'm
but
trying to
no,
make.
no, no.
Is
Here's the
that
deal.
social
These
media,
social media sites
it,
have
it
pay
makes it
where
easier for people
yeah, but you also have it's easier to
to
scam
reach
people.
out to them.
You can have these pay sites on Facebook on I didn't even know that you can do Facebook Pay and all this stuff. I just found out about all this stuff. There's so many different ways to take payments and different ways for providing services of what you're doing in different aspects. Now, if you go to a private or to a different live stream to your website and draw these people in and you're doing different kind of acts or you're doing different kind of social media, there's a charge for everything. But not only are you at risk for breaking your heart, you're at risk for getting scammed on your pocketbook. I don't think social media dating is what's the. I mean, speed dating it was created for a reason. And now that the COVID laws have changed, you're going to see more people are finding people on the streets. They're not going to need these dating sites.
Well, I hope it is. I hope the world gets back to the old way that the numbers, go down, stay down for Covina, and we can get back to meeting people the
Cool.
regular way and mingling and
Right.
having functions because really it's unhealthy to sit in all day anyway, whether you work, don't work, retired, disabled. It's just not healthy to be indoors 24 hours. It's not healthy.
A speed
No,
dating
it's not.
site to get a live stream like this where you could actually person. And if you're really trying to find somebody a different location or a different part of the world, a site where you could come to find these people. It's not where you're getting bombarded with these emails and bombarded with payments and this to find love. It takes money, but it shouldn't take money to
Yes,
love.
Juanita, they
And
fake
that's
a
what
life. Yes, they fake themselves behind a computer. Exactly. You can be whoever you want
I
on a
think God
computer.
gives us.
That's true.
God gives you that ability, and I think it's worth people, but um, uh, there's proof of marriages and what about these dating sites. But
Shay Doc said,
what I
let
feel is
me
you can't really make
announce
eye
something in the
contact with
chat.
them.
Listen, Shay
Yeah.
Doc says, when you see a husband and wife with a joint, and not just that Shay Doc boyfriend girlfriend, I see a lot of that boyfriend girlfriend. When you see a husband and wife with a joint Facebook account, do you wonder who cheated? I always do. Well, I think it's weird because I don't want you messaging and watching what I'm saying, even though you can go to the post and see it for yourself, because naturally you're going to get a notification when somebody, comment on a post. But I don't need to share a Facebook page with a man. I don't see the point of that.
My husband and I don't share a Facebook page.
I don't see the point of that.
We're linked
That's
to
weird.
each other's Facebook page, but we don't share a Facebook page.
That's just strange to me.
No, we don't share a Facebook page.
Edit name. I can't get him to the stream. Let me see what's going on.
He dropped off. He was sounded like he was having trouble.
Well, it won't show that I can stream him. That's what's weird. I don't know. I don't know. Where's no? He Doug talking all around. I'm asking one question.
Yeah.
What you
Well,
need? He went all around Tokyo.
Yeah. Human beings are meant to be with human beings. That is science fact. We're not meant to be alone. Period.
Yes, and that's how I feel. I feel like the good book. He made a woman, God, from Adam's rib.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that you don't need a break, depending on your situation.
Yes.
What you're going through with somebody. But I think a person who's been alone a long time deserves to have somebody in his or her life if he or she wants that, of course.
Yeah.
But my subject is about lying. That's why I want to stick with it. I ain't trying to jump off on these other topics.
Yes. I've been with liar.
It's just ridiculous when you cannot tell the truth. I just don't understand you, especially like I say with the date site issue. If you're on there and you don't want nothing, then why don't you put that in your profile and just be specific about what it is you're looking for? Or even if you're not on a date site and you're out here meeting and greeting women, men, whatever, just tell the truth. Just say, this is what I'm looking for. This is what I'm not looking for. This is what I want. This is what I don't want. That's all you got to do. Don't tell somebody that you want a mate. You want a girlfriend, a husband, a wife, and then you won't even engage a day or two later in conversation.
Yeah.
You
You know, I
just
used
fall off. Don't say nothing. I mean, that's cruel.
I used to clean homes, and my ad was straightforward, cleaning homes. That was it. I went to a place, and it was, I was doing an interview about cleaning this
Mhm.
older gentleman's home, and then it turned into
I got you.
he was looking for a companion. I was like, oh hell, this done turned
Yeah.
into something else. This ain't cleaning no home. you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
this
Doug, is
this
that you?
Yeah,
yeah.
that's me. Thank you for having me on. I thought I'd lighten up the situation with my screen name and all of my Tinder sites.
Well,
Harry
let me
Balls
ask
on
you
you.
this.
Yeah,
Listen,
no,
because
I'm an Italian guy named Harry Balls on you.
Doug, I want you to.
You know what? You know what? It could be worse. You could have like a guy named well, how about
I can have you backstage.
how about Willie B. I could have been Willie B. Hardigan and his wife
You
Shirley
could
Knott.
be. You could be Dougie in the doghouse backstage. How about that?
I could.
Dougie needs a
Yeah,
bone.
Yeah. He
I,
gonna get a bone. He keep on.
I used to use a female name called Wilma Fingerdew. I don't know if that works, but
Look,
um,
Doug, stay on point, please. What
these
do you
dating
think of men?
profiles crack me
Listen,
up.
what do you think of men who act like they want to date, meet a woman, whatever, and then they fall off shortly after engaging with the woman?
I think they're dirty.
Okay, so there's a few type of men out there, and I identify as like a sub partial kind of thing because I'm a family man. I enjoy the family aspect, the love aspect, the relationship aspect of things, but I also enjoy my alone time, enjoy
Look,
my safe
Marcella,
space.
Beverly, she on the verge. If only you knew.
And I think a lot of relationships would
She
work
been out
out a
most of
lot
the day, honey.
better. On the topic of this relationship stuff, a lot of people who live together right now due to finances, they can't move out, so they're forced to live together. So their relationships are different. The way they do online is different. The way they have to
Will
meet
you,
people
Doug,
is
will you
different.
just answer the question, please?
The
Answer
answer
my
is seven.
Seven.
What's the question? What's the
That's the
question?
point. You don't even know what the question is. I said, how do you
I
feel
got
about men who mislead women? They act like they want to date, they act like they want a relationship, and then after meeting the woman, they fall off days after, weeks after. That's the question. Fall
Okay, so
off.
the way I feel about that is I think men and women do the same thing um with that.
I'm
And then
not
they fall
talking
off
about women
and
right now. I know
okay, so
women. Look, I'm gonna block you.
the men fall out because you're looking at a dating site. You're seeing what they put and what they're I like long walks on the beach. I like softball. I
Doug.
like bowling.
Doug.
You get all these
Doug.
people who give a
Hey,
fake
I'm
representation of
checking out.
themselves.
Checking out.
Doug.
I'm
Well,
Doug.
checking out.
yes,
Doug. Listen.
yes.
What is a man's perspective?
If he can't answer the question, that means he don't need to be up here.
What's the man's perspective of
Damn,
what?
what is the problem with answering the question?
You never said perspective. You actually
I
how
don't
how
want
I
to hear
felt.
about women who lie. I'm talking about men. Damn.
Men lie all the
Jesus
time, and
Christ.
I'm gonna tell you you're gonna find just like you're gonna find in reality. You're gonna find those who are telling the truth, and those who create these have created so many profiles. They know what people are looking for. You can tell the new people who are online and creating a profile of themselves. And I think men lie for a reason because a
Beverly,
lot of
you
them
okay, baby?
are hold on. A lot of them during the
Beverly.
COVID time or whatnot, they're not
She in the
as big of
room.
I need to start drinking because I'm got to get on the level. But
Oh,
what I'm saying
Hold
is
on.
that we're all lying the same to each other. We're all lying the same. I can't put it on men as much as I can put it on women.
But I'm
You're
not
asking me,
talking about women. I'm just asking a basic question. I
yeah,
know women lie. I know.
but we
Why
lie.
are you going
Men
around
are
fucking mulberry bush? Damn, come back to earth with me. Could you please?
all right. I'm coming back. I'm coming
stick
back
to
from
men.
the. I'm coming
Stick
back.
to men. This is about man, Doug. You're a man. You're a
Listen,
man,
it's been a
Doug.
while. It's been a while since I've been between two women.
No, real
You
talk.
know what
Baby,
I'm saying?
go back to decorating your apartment. I can't do this right.
I know, right? I just need
I
one
can't do
picture
this.
now. Apparently,
Will
no.
somebody else please hit the link? Cause Doug on some Doug is way over on
Go get a
15th Street.
calendar, Doug.
I'm on 109th
I'm
Street.
I'm I'm trying to be I'm trying to be non-biased against these
I
dating
know.
profiles,
I
and I've
know,
had
but we
and
want to be
uh,
biased. We want to be a biased
okay.
panel
So
about a man.
okay, give me the blunt
That's
question, and
okay. I
I'll
won't
give
talk
you the
about it no
blunt
more.
answer.
That's
I'll give you
okay.
the blunt answer.
No, that's
Let her
okay.
tell. Hey, Queen, let her
I'm
tell me.
done. I'm done. I'm done.
Wait, are we still live?
Yeah, we're very live.
Okay, good. Um, oh man.
Live and kicking. And Beverly about to step out on you.
I know. Queen can throw a left hook, and I'm just waiting for it to come around your head right now. Um,
Beverly,
oh,
it's
geez.
Beverly about to step out on you, Doug.
Oh
And
Lord.
Beverly about to step your toes.
Listen. I'm looking for love, and I'm just a guy right now that if I made a dating profile, I would be so honest, like getting back on my feet. Not the best choice, but great looking and has a great body. Um, Short walks on the beach, maybe a bong load or two. I don't know, but like I'd be honest as shit. My profile would not be as happy and exciting as all these other people. Like I'd be like I'd probably be the third or fourth swipe. Maybe not your best opportunity, maybe a good few nights, but really just maybe not the best
Needs a
option.
shower curtain.
Yeah,
Maybe needs a throw rug.
just maybe a reach around and I love you, and maybe just you know whatever, like maybe one dinner or two. I'll pay, but like
Maybe needs a muffin.
you, yeah, you tip. I'll pay, you tip. You know how it works. No, I'm just kidding. Oh man, I can't back myself out of this one, can I? Um,
No, sir. No, sir. Beverly
I
done
can't
left
even
the
moon. I
building.
can't even moonwalk out of this one. Shit.
No, no, you
Nancy,
can't.
can you
we
hear
lost
me?
the we lost the queen. What happened?
The
Nancy, can you hear
queen
me?
has. Yes, I can.
You guys are classic. Hey, I'm Nancy. I'm Doug, by the way. I never really
No,
met you,
I
but
know who you are. I know who you
so,
are.
so are you single
I
and looking?
no, no, sir. I've been married 22 years.
Okay, see, if you already know who I am, I don't need to make a profile. Can you
No,
can you just oh
no. I'm married happily
yeah, I know. I don't use
with three girls.
every divorce begins with D. I know,
No.
or every kiss begins with K, whatever it is.
Yes,
And
Angela, I can hear you. Yes, and the wind comes sleeping down the plains. It is not in the high 10 tonight. Everybody, it is 11:23, and I am not in the high 10. I
wow,
am
it's
in,
9:23 here.
well, I'm sorry, but where I'm at in the Central Plains, it is 11:23. And I
It
am
is not.
the
It
state
is
where,
9:23. It's clear strides. This is Miranda Veracruz de Rojo Cantonal de Protes.
well, I'm sorry. I am
That's
not,
Spanish for it's a beautiful night here.
well, I'm sorry. I am in the Central Plains, and it is 11:23. Doug, you are taking up my airspace right now. I am trying to keep it calm where Miss Angela does her radio show or her show on the YT where she takes a moment of respite and she has handed over the reins. Now she is coming back.
All right,
Hello,
what we're gonna do before she comes back is
I'm here.
we're
She's
gonna give you
back.
another opportunity to make sense of whatever the heck
No,
you
I'm
just
not.
said.
I'm gonna
No,
look.
she's back.
Okay,
Yeah, I guess.
No, she's back.
I'm not
Am I
sure
back?
what you just said though.
Nancy, can you see me and hear me?
Yes, ma'am, I can hear you
Okay.
and see you.
Okay.
No, I can hear you and see you. Cheers.
The subject is men who lie, pathological liars. Why do they lie? Why can't they just be honest to tell you what they want? If indeed they don't really want to engage with you, then they should just tell you. But we know in the real world, people will not tell the truth. That's the subject matter this evening. I've got two more guests. Hold on one second.
Can I tell you my honest opinion on that?
No, I've already asked you that. You won't answer, so no, you can't.
And if you want to be not
No,
nice
you've
about
been
it.
asked the question at least 3 times, Doug, and you keep talking about the date sites and the relationships and the women do it too. I just
think everybody's lying to each other. There's nobody genuine on there.
Don't be trying to infiltrate my chat with this nonsense now. Hit the link, you guys. Sandy says they like the game.
I'm
Nancy?
sorry.
Let me ask you,
ma'am.
what does your dating profile say, both of you guys? What would it say if you guys have one or if you have one, Ange? What does it say? Maybe we can find out who you're.
Big girl needs money.
Mine would say looking for a sugar daddy. And a good time.
No wonder why you guys are getting what you're getting.
No, excuse me. Mine
You
would
guys are
say
getting 100
ready
airs.
to
We're
throw
all
a
100 airs right now.
toothbrush in a
Anybody on dating
backpack
sites?
and ready to fly on a moment's notice.
Wait a minute. What did he just say, Nancy?
I don't know. What'd you say?
Nothing. He said.
I said.
What'd you say?
What?
My phone. I don't know. My phone's been frozen for like 2 minutes, so I haven't seen anybody move.
Up. That's what that said. That's what that means. Get off the line.
Eat my dust.
I move my desk. I girl put my feet up. I ain't got time for these shenanigans.
Mine would literally say, ready to throw a toothbrush in a backpack, catch a flight to anywhere.
Get out. That's what it's telling you, Doug. Get out. You on some other stuff this evening. I don't know what you on. He gone. He gonna get him some rest. He can go on Amazon, try to pick out him a nice shower curtain for his new place. Lord Jesus, I can't. Damn, Tito.
I'm saying, just Doug, give your man's perspective, please.
That's all I wanted. But I see we couldn't get there.
That was it. You're a man.
He done went to Tokyo and Italy.
By way of China and Australia.
Damn. Oh, Lord. Hit the link, somebody else, please. Oh.
I mean, if I need to get down, I can get down. Come on, people. Angie don't bite.
Oh my God. What is the problem? It don't look, I noticed it don't matter what the topic is. They can't get it together.
No, it's not that hard. It's not that difficult.
Next time I'm gonna put a title up, say shooting dice. Let's just see what the people say when they come in the chat.
What's your shoe size tonight?
Let me spit my drink out, don't you start. Girl, you sick.
What's the best Blue Light special you got at Walmart today?
You up here snorting with that laugh. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Kelbo 269, how you doing?
I'm doing good. Oh my God, you guys.
Where you calling from, Queen?
Well, I just moved to Laughlin, so I got out of California. Laughlin.
Yeah, Nevada. My daddy used to own some land there.
You left California?
Yes, ma'am.
And you're where now?
Laughlin, Nevada.
Oh Lord, we're gonna have to send you some help too. You out there, they snatching folks and putting them in the desert. You best be careful.
Yeah.
Hey,
it's only 120 today.
How you doing? Thank you, baby. Thanks for joining us, Miss Maltese. Thank you. Kelbo 269, what you got to say about men that just lie, can't never tell the truth?
Because they're married.
What'd you say?
They're married. They're married. That's why they lie.
Not all men are married to lie, Kelbo.
Okay, well then they live with somebody.
Yes, that's it. You got the winning prize. I believe you own the something,
they
Queen.
With somebody, they don't want to be truthful. They don't want to be truthful. But yeah, that's why they
All I can say is, look.
They butter your toast on both sides, and they say, "You want to stay over?" Nope. I like, Simony cricket.
That's why, hey, if you lying and that heifer gets my telephone number, her feelings gonna get hurt. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Mm-hmm.
If you down a queen, you down a queen. I was gonna pray for you. I had somebody text me a couple weeks ago. I don't know if it was a guy or if it was a woman. And the person texted and they said, "Who is this?" No, they said your number is on my phone or something like that. And I said, "Well, I must have gave it to you." That's what I said. I said, "Well, I must have gave you the number. So why are you asking me who I am? If I gave it to you, then that means what? I gave it to you.
Exactly.
So why are you asking me who I am?" So then they responded and said, "Who are you?" I said, "Boo boo, I don't play children games." You think they called back? You think they texted back? They did not.
Right?
It was probably on the phone bill.
Don't play on the main line, baby. Don't play on the main line.
Oh, it's probably on the phone bill.
Don't play. No. Oh, yeah. You sharing the party line. He, she, they, them, yeah, all on the party line. And she done went and read the phone bill. See who he calling. Or just went and looked at his phone. But that's the whole point. I know who I gave my number to. I knew who I gave my number to. So it wasn't about maybe between two people. So I thought, okay, so a female 9 times out of 10 either went through the phone or the guy didn't lock my name into the phone, and he maybe been talking to other women and didn't remember who I was. So he's asking, who is this? But either way, if I gave you my number, then you should put my name with the number.
Exactly. Have enough decency to do that.
Right.
No, they hide you in their phone log under an alias, just in case you don't lock your phone. That's the other one. They put you under like
oh no, thanks.
I think I'm Teddy.
I don't know what you're talking about down in that phone. Say what, baby?
I don't even know. I can't see it.
Kelbo, what you saying?
They put you under an alias. They put you under an alias.
Okay, but look, see, if you don't play that alias game, you should remember the name with the alias.
Exactly.
Right.
Sugar mama.
That's the smart thing to do.
What?
I mean, hey, God rest my daddy's soul.
Hey, that's on you. If you can't remember an alias that you gave a woman, that's on you. Well, frankly, you shouldn't be playing the game anyway. Yeah. How about that?
That's right. God rest my daddy's soul. He was the worst at the game. He really was.
I know my daddy showing up was a high roller, and he taught the queen well. He let me know, you get with somebody, make sure he got his own place. That way there's no misunderstanding. You already know where he's going to sleep at night. You ain't got to worry about he over here, he over there, because he took you to his place and showed you where he slumbered by himself. But if he can't take you to where he slumbered, then it's only a few choices of where he slumbers. It's either A, with a woman,
my dad would,
a relative. It ain't
my
that
dad,
many.
My dad was, he played a lot, and he, you know, that's one of the main reasons him and my mama got a divorce. And when he would get tired, he would purposely leave evidence.
Like
so
what?
My mama would, yes, he would purposely leave evidence so my mama would find it. So then, you know, but then my mama just kept saying,
a phone number or an address.
Oh, leave wigs.
Or
that was back in the
from
day when they wore wigs, you know.
I don't know what you're saying. I don't understand nothing Doug's saying right now. I can't concentrate on what Doug, you're making me confused.
And he would leave wigs in the back
call
seat.
Me. He's like,
what? Yeah, and mama would say, that ain't my wig. You know, that's when they wore the big, bee wig, beehives and stuff. And mama would say, that ain't my wig. So
wait
I don't
a minute.
know
Wait. Because I know this is a long time ago, I'm sure. What the hell is you saying, a wig?
Yeah, mama and them used to wear beehives. They'd go and wear beehive wigs. Yeah.
And wrap them in toilet paper to go to bed at night.
Yeah, and so they would wear. Yeah,
This baby.
so he would purposely leave wigs or lipstick or something else that wasn't mama's, and she'd find it, and she said, "I know that ain't mine," and she'd confront him, and
She
he
stayed
would,
with your father?
huh? She stayed
Did she
with
stay
him
with your father?
to an extent for a little bit, and then she was like, I'm done. I'm out of here."
Okay.
What?
Kelbo, where you at?
Yes.
There she is.
I'm right here.
Okay, you fell off. Okay. Wow.
No, I'm here.
But he kept that all the way up until, even through his second marriage that he was married to for 30 years or so. He was always a player. He never stopped, He never stopped.
Okay.
So, he was just that
but
way.
you have men like that. They are
Yeah.
cruel. They're so
Yeah.
cruel.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now. You leave a wig up in here, there, where if we're together, let's say we stay together. I got my own place. But let's say we live together. Queen found a wig in a car,
That's right.
in a bed.
I
got insurance. I ain't got to say nothing else.
That's right. I told Mama, I said, "My gosh, Mama, what in the world were you thinking?"
Guess
what in the world?
Wait a minute. We're going to bring Farrah Fawcett back. Burning bed. Y'all going to burn
That's
her.
right. That's right. I said, "Mother, what in the world were you thinking?" I would have been Mrs. Bobbitt.
Wait a minute. Where I sleep. Wait. You gonna let a heifer lay in my bed and leave her wig? Look, as we say, her good wig.
In my car, I would have been Mrs. Bobbitt.
My car or my house, it's all the same. I done told you about the last live I did talking about janky men, how to get rid of them. Baby, you come home, you can't even get in the door.
That's right. Mrs. Bobbitt. Papa.
You outside and the neighbors. Well, look at Roscoe out there knocking. He can't even get in his own damn house. What's going on over there?
You know what I did?
Roscoe can't get in.
Well, my ex-husband, he's, my first husband. He was, you know what I did to him? He was unruly, but he was intoxicated. I locked him outside. I sure did.
You put that wig in that car, you more than locked out, boo-boo. You is a wrap.
I locked him outside. Neighbors came over and was checking on him.
Hey.
He was like, they knocked on my door. "Hey, is he okay?" "Oh, yeah, he's all right." He's laying on the ground.
Let me tell you something. Goodwill getting ready to have a good day.
That's right. You better believe it. You better believe it.
They getting golf clubs. They getting all your designer shoes, clothes.
You better believe it.
No, they have to afford that.
I'm taking it to the pawn shop. I might drive 3 hours and sell all your watches, everything.
That's right. And he was, my ex-husband was, "Please let me in." I said, "No, I'm good."
You can't stay with the queen and you laying with a dust mop. You getting the hell out of here.
That's right. You're lucky. You're lucky if it's not catching on fire. You're lucky if it's not catching on fire, and I'm throwing it outside.
That's
I told my friend when I was cool with this female, when she was having problems with that man she was married to, I told her, "You better than me," because he would have got out my house. You think I'm getting ready to let the bank take my damn house that my first husband gave to me? Because you out here cheating and whoring with everything under the sun, your ass is coming out of here.
Yeah, no.
You coming out of here. I'm going to do whatever I got to do. If I got to pay Pookie, Ray, Laquan, I'm going to the street and I'm getting some heavyweight. And they is helping me move your stuff out of there. I'm changing the locks. Anything you own is gone. So when you come back with the deputy, FBI, whoever, and they say, "Well, Pookie said he stay here." Pookie? Who?
Who? Who are you talking about? I'm sorry.
And they say, "Well, he says he's here." You changed the locks. Baby, my husband been gone 6 months.
That's right. I'm sorry. Would you like for me to show you the
I done went to the
cemetery?
court and declared him dead. Shut up,
That's
Queen.
right. That's right. That's right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. He's in the
I don't
cemetery.
know. Look, I'm like Miss Miller in The Color Purple. I don't know
That's
him
right.
either.
I know. That's right. That's right. Exactly.
I don't
Exactly.
know him either.
That's
So
right.
you have to ask. You have to
He's in
ask
lot
the
number
guy.
one, two,
Are
three.
you gainfully employed? That's
Well,
what you
look,
ask a
this
man.
is what's crazy. He was a whore. He brought his uncle. He brought his son. There is no way I'm getting ready to take care of 4 people.
No.
I cannot take care of myself. You, your uncle, your kid. Nobody's working but me. How's
Lose
that
my
going?
address. That's what I would
Huh?
tell him. Lose the address.
Right. Well, guess what? But look, she went to court. There was a woman judge. She told him he can stay because he had a child and he didn't need to disrupt his schooling because of what? She told the judge, he got a house, ma'am. His uncle just willed him a house. A relative just willed him a house. Somebody had died. Willed him a whole house. That lady judge still told her, I said he can stay in the house with his son. And that's North Carolina law. I would have waited on that judge. Did you hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yeah.
Look, I'd have bumped into her at Target or Publix. Oh, excuse me. Oh, hey.
oh.
Ran her over with eggs.
It'd been like Medea in that Kmart shopping center that day when they tried to get that parking.
That's right. Exactly. With a big long car.
Well,
You better believe it.
Medea came back with a forklift. Picked that
That's
damn car.
right. That's right. Holy mackerel. Oh my word.
The laws. You have to know the laws in your state before you marry somebody. So before you get married, why everybody talking about background checks, all that? No, baby, you better check the law about marriage and getting a divorce.
Yes. Holy mackerel.
You might be stuck with that demon and can't get them out your house because the law says they can stay there.
Or before you let someone move in. Period.
Okay, but wait a minute. How about this law in North Carolina? You have to be separated for a year with proof before filing for divorce.
Oh my. Wow. Wowzer.
Yep.
Wowzer.
North Carolina law. You have to file. You have to show that you have been living separately before filing for a divorce from your spouse. So you're going to have to show legal documentation that you do not live in the same house with your spouse.
You know how expensive that would be? Man.
How much do you hate her? You just leave it.
Oh, Lord. I didn't know about the comment. See? Oh, Jesus.
Ooh.
That's the fact of it's easier to keep her than it is to leave her.
Look at Deborah. Listen what Deborah's saying. I'm dead.
You can't see
Go
comments.
ahead, Deborah.
We can't see.
I can't see him either. I just think that's the motive and fact that people are miserably married because they can't afford to be separated.
Yes.
Right. And I get it. And look, I get it. But there comes a point when you have to say, I can't do this. I can't be in the house with him or her. I got to come out of here before I end up in the cemetery. Because let me tell you, you get the wrong one, that's where the hell you gonna be. And you're gonna worry yourself to death trying to get out of there.
Yep.
And then it's just a chain reaction because now you've raised these kids or people that you've made family, and then they go into their relationships doing exactly what you tried to get out of, and it just plays and plays and plays and plays, and it's
vicious circle.
Dirty.
Yes,
vicious circle.
Welcome, Diane. Right? Yes, welcome Diane to the live, everybody. Diane, where you calling from?
Wisconsin.
Oh Lord, that's somewhere new.
Ain't it right?
No, you know what? Nasty.
Well, I'll
I'm
tell you
sorry, I
a
need to
story.
shut up. It's your channel.
Diane, what do you have to bring to the table about men who lie and mislead women?
My son's father is an absolute liar. That man, I caught him in so many lies. We're not even married. Mm-mm. And he's like, oh, I didn't say that. Yeah, bull crap. I'm not the only one who's caught you in that lie.
Okay.
I am so sick of these men that need to grow up. Lying ain't gonna get you nowhere.
Okay.
Absolutely nowhere.
So you saying when you were with him, he lied a lot?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Such as what? Give us an example.
He was telling a bunch of people that, well, she pays all the bills and I don't have to pay nothing. And I caught him. And I said, you told your friend what? Because I overheard this.
Okay.
And I said, when two people live together, the bills are 50-50. You pay half, I pay half. You don't go around and tell all your friends, oh, well, she pays all the bills and I don't have to pay nothing. Yeah, no.
Well, who told you that?
I overheard him having this conversation with his friend.
What, on the telephone?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. And he's like, I didn't say that. I'm like, I just heard you. I am not deaf.
Okay.
I'm like, you need to grow up and grow up here and be a man and quit being a lion sack of you know what.
So how long have you two been apart, not together or divorced?
I've never been married.
Oh, so you two were dating.
Yeah, we were living together. We share one child together.
That's it. Okay. Tina.
I'm like, these men need to stop lying and need to grow up here and grow up and face a bit of reality. Lying ain't gonna get you nowhere. You know you're gonna get caught and you're gonna get busted. Why don't you just give it up?
But they don't. That's the thing. And
I know.
We're learning that with this, this thing I've been going through with the date sites and meeting people and meeting and greeting. It's horrible.
Well, like my mom has done that. I keep telling my mom to watch it. I'm like, Mom, these men lie and say, oh, they're this and they're that. And then you go and meet them. And then you find out they're a bunch of liars. None of it was true.
I had different things on my mind tonight besides just the topic of men lying. It's like I said, it doesn't really matter where you meet the men.
Well, exactly.
It doesn't matter. People really just like to dwell on the date site situation, but everybody's not on date sites. So you can't just say that it's all men on date sites, because that's not true, because there's men out here that aren't on the date sites and they're liars and they're,
exactly.
Oh, exactly. A wedding, whatever. So I'm going to read something to you that I found today. And since Doug wanted to go on and on about the date site, well, I'm going to read you something about something that just happened. Hold on. Ooh, Lordy.
Well, I'm just trying to look out for my mom,
Okay. Hold on. Pull it up. Okay. This happened right here where I live.
Really?
Yeah, what I'm getting ready to show you. Hold on. Let's see if I can show you their pictures first of the suspects. Oh, they're not gonna let me bring it up. Oh, man. You can go Google it then. This is by WVLT8 News. Knoxville man stabbed, robbed after meeting woman through dating app.
Ooh.
Knoxville authorities said the victim was transported to the University of Tennessee Medical Center. Now, know that the girl in the mugshot is African American. The white boy who she was obviously dating, who went along with this crime, is white. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Officials with the Knoxville Police Department said a man was reportedly stabbed and robbed after setting up a meeting through a dating website. According to KPD, the incident happened on May 25th around 9:30 p.m. on the 2000 block of Dove's Landing Way. Police said the victim met Maya Kai Young, 19, through the dating website seeking arrangement.
Ooh.
May 25th, the victim reportedly arranged for Young to meet him at his home. When Young arrived, the victim allowed Young to use his restroom, according to reports. While Young was using the restroom, the victim told police he heard a knock at his door. The victim said as he was looking through a peephole, Young pepper sprayed him in the face, reports stated. According to police reports, after the victim was pepper sprayed, Ethan Stone, 20, the white guy, allegedly forced the door open and began assaulting the victim. Stone allegedly threw the victim down a flight of stairs. Young and Stone then continued to assault the victim, according to police. Police said Stone and Young reportedly kicked the victim and hit him with closed fists. Young allegedly stabbed the victim in the lower back during the assault, court record states. So that's the girl stabbing him in the back.
Wow.
The victim told police Young and Stone attempted to drag him back into his home. According to investigators, the victim said Young and Stone stole 3 cell phones, his wallet, and a Nikon camera from his home. Knoxville authorities said the victim was transported to the University of Tennessee Medical Center. Stone was arrested and charged with especially aggravated burglary and assault. Young is charged with attempted second-degree murder and especially aggravated robbery. Would you like to read or hear the comments from the article?
Yeah.
Okay, here we go.
Wow.
This is by Richard Jones. I suppose the moral of this story is always have 2 or 3 real friends with you whenever you meet a potential romance person. Daryl Lindsay Sr. That's why being armed would have put a different ending to this. The coroner would have come to take the trash out. In God I Trust says, and this is why you don't use dating apps. I know it's the new era, but old school is there. Meeting someone in person first offline dating is very dangerous. You really don't know who the person is. Sheila McCraw, she's a black lady. See, that's why I'm not doing this dating thing. I stay single for the rest of my life. You just don't some people. Okay? Just my thought says. Online dating was your first mistake, and the second was inviting someone to your home. Hannah says, well, that is what you're going to get, meeting people online. Okay, let's see. Let's see who else has something to say. They're repeating the same thing. Okay. Okay.
Well, that just does not seem right to do that to somebody.
So Patricia says, and we supposed to respect Black Lives Matter when this happens. And Sheila replies, you know the white guy beat him up too. I don't know if you've seen the picture or not. Gotta, roll.
Well, yeah, I get it.
So then Anna responds, how you know the white guy didn't have her set up the guy? A lot of females do things because a man make them do it. So racist doesn't matter in this case, dumbass. And Michelle says, before you post some nonsense, make sure you can spell correctly. Ooh, Lord, these people say. Biden the cuckold says, looking for love in the wrong places. Then BT responds, hoping to find a friend and a lover. Laughing emojis. Then he says again, sad, please be careful out there. Then BT says, I was adding the other line to the song, looking for love, it was a joke. Then Vicky Crowfoot says, bury them.
Wow.
That is so true, because I said that to Crystal, recently,
Yeah.
that let's say I wanted to have somebody visit me.
Right.
You
Correct.
know, I'm not the type of person that would have someone lying in wait for you to rob you. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, I get it.
Because it doesn't matter. It's the mindset. You see,
Exactly.
this shows you how thirsty these men are
Yep.
to either go to a woman's house or invite a woman to their house. You don't know who she told where she's going, and you don't
Exactly.
know who's in her house waiting on you when you get there.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why
And
that's why I'd rather just stay single for the rest of my life. I'm sick of men. I've been through all this crap for years and I had enough of it. Cheated on, lied to, the whole shebang. I want nothing to do with it. I'm happy just being with my kids and being a mom. No.
But
I
that's
can't
the
lie.
thing is that people are lonely. People want to meet and greet, and you take a chance once you're in an area where you can't be seen. That's just common sense. And I think
Right.
it's interesting when men are so eager to
Yup.
go back to a woman's place because he thinks he's probably gonna get him some good goods, and
Think he's gonna get some.
you don't even know who your date is.
Exactly.
Your date could easily say, "Go to the bathroom. I'll be right back." Go to the restroom and say, "Yeah, I got me one. We're coming back." And all
Yep.
hell breaks loose once that door closes, and you end up not just being robbed, but maybe not alive.
Yeah. Who
And they
knows
take
what?
your ass out of there if they can without being seen, stuff
Yup.
you in something and dump your ass off for a couple of dollars, $100, whatever the hell you got on your damn debit card, Visa
Yup.
card. You understand what I'm saying? See, people don't think about that.
No, they don't. They
But you
don't use
assume women
common
are not
sense.
violent.
That's part of
Well, a
it.
lot of men don't assume that a pretty face is violence, that she would
Right.
steal from you, rob you, you
Yeah.
know? And a lot of
Well,
men are like that. They're foolish. You meet a woman and then you take her back. Let's say you take her back to the hotel, and then you go to sleep. And let me tell you,
Yup.
his wallet could be fatter than fat. How you know she ain't the type to go in that wallet and take the whole shebang and leave up out of there and leave you wondering, damn, she clipped
yeah.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. Be a setup.
Mhm,
Well, you want to
Well,
hear something funny?
mhm.
Okay, I was with a friend and we were at Applebee's and we had a few drinks, right? And this old guy sitting next to us and he had a big fat wallet,
Okay.
right?
Yes.
And turned around and he goes, "Well, you guys like art, right?" Yeah. Why?
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, "Oh, my painting are my children." And we looked at him and started laughing. We're like, "What? Have you lost your mind?"
He said his paintings are of his children.
No, the paintings are his children.
Oh, well, what? So were they derogatory pictures? Is that what you're trying to say?
No, like, you go and buy art at a art show or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that's what the guy did. He go to art shows and buy art, and he's like, "Oh, these arts are my children. They're my kids.
Oh, I
These
see.
paintings he bought." And I'm like, "Dude, have you lost your mind?" I was dying
Well,
laughing.
see, some people are detached, you know. Omi says men try to impress women with money, the big fat wallet, buy. Air Force says, yeah, but all men aren't dogs or womanizers. There are some that are sincere. Yes, Air Force, there are some, but lately, a lot of men are out for the shebang. They're trying to get their pockets full. They're trying to find a sugar mama. They're trying to find what the woman looking for. The woman looking for a sugar daddy, sugar grandpa. Well, there's men out here wanting a sugar woman, sugar grandmama too.
Yeah.
Night Flyer, where you calling from?
Arizona.
Well, what do you have to say about men not being truthful with women and misleading women and lying to them?
Well, what I have to say is I've had this experience.
Okay.
about 5 years ago, and I came to understand, Queen, that I had to take some responsibility for my own actions because
Mhm. Okay.
God gave me and all of us an internal guidance system. And when we don't follow that internal guidance system, we get in trouble. Case in point, you alluded to it a minute ago. We have to control our thirst. When I met this person at a restaurant, nothing bad happened to me. But I went to the restaurant and this person was not who he said he was. I could feel the vibe and it was not mine. So I
Okay, let me
excused
ask you this.
myself.
How did you meet him originally? You said at a restaurant. You met him at the restaurant.
Yes, after 3 weeks, I met him online. I talked to
Okay,
him
so that's yeah, that's
online.
when you met, yeah, you left that part out. You
Yes,
met him online, and then you two set up a
on
date three
online.
weeks later.
I
Okay.
made him talk to me online for 3 weeks. Then I made
Well,
him
you did
talk to
good
me on
because
the
most of them
phone for
ain't gonna
3 weeks.
last that long without wanting to meet.
So we met. And then when we met, I could just feel his vibe was not right. So I
Well,
talked to him
explain to us
out.
what you felt. No, explain to me in that moment what you felt.
You know what? I'm gonna tell you what I felt, Queen. I
Okay.
felt like you know how you're around somebody or you meet somebody new and they didn't told you this and that for this long and you finally experience being in their vibration is the best way I can put it. And the vibration didn't match up with the words.
Okay, let me ask you this
Mhm.
before I can do the vibration part. What
Hmm.
did he have on? Did he look like he was well kempt, well together?
Well, he was a cross country truck driver. I didn't hold that too much against him because my dad was a truck driver.
Okay.
But it was he had on these country western type boots. They were expensive. He had on the blue jeans, nice shirt. But it
Mhm.
was something about him. It wasn't the
Like,
clothes.
like what? He smiled, didn't smile. He was stoic. He didn't talk. What was? Break it down for me.
It's kind of like you know how somebody smile at you and you can read behind that smile that is something behind that smile that'll reach out and grab you and choke the mess out of you they could.
So you basically
Because
think you was with somebody that probably would harm you.
harm me if I did not do what he thought. Because I'm a independent woman, and I think he enjoyed that talking to me on the phone. And but until he met me, because I was outside of the restaurant talking to my mom on the phone, and I told him before I went to the restaurant, I just want you to know, sir, if I come up missing, a multitude of people will be looking for me. So we going to this restaurant, we're gonna talk. But if you not the right thing, I want you to know I got my car and I'm leaving here.
Yeah.
So I
Well,
told
see,
him.
the thing about this is it's public. What you do in public is on you,
Mhm.
and what you do behind closed doors is on you. So you met him in public. You was in the safest place because he wasn't gonna do nothing to you in a public place.
That's because my
Right?
guidance
He ain't gonna do
system was
nothing to you in a
working.
public place.
Like I'm saying to you, Queen, your guide, God gave you a guidance system, and when you use that, it tells you, look, girl, woman, you don't know this man. Like you said, you don't know these people.
So
So
you
I
don't know
met
people.
him in public, and I said, well, I thought to myself, you're a big girl, you can take this. So if his vibe is not right and stuff don't match up, you get yourself up out of there and move
Yeah,
right on. And
yeah,
Queen, that's what I did. And I'm saying for other women, you got an internal guidance system and you use it and
Yep.
control your own thirst because you got these expectations and you lonely, then guess what? They can do what they want and you let them in because you got your own agenda.
right.
Hmm.
Well,
Control
girl,
your
I feel
own thirst.
bad for you because my son's father is a trucker. I don't trust truckers.
Well, it ain't the trucker. My dad was a trucker, and he's 80 years old, and he took wonderful care of us. I think it's the spirit of the person. I think there's an exception to every rule, but you have to know what you are doing, and you rely to me through my life. I've relied on my internal guidance system. If someone tell me, young lady, Monica, this is wrong. I get myself up and remove myself because over a period of time, over trial and error, you learn to trust yourself or not. And if you go back in your life when you did not listen to your gut feeling or your internal guidance system, that's when you got messed up.
Hmm.
Yep.
That's right. So if you stay true to that and what God gave you, you don't go wrong and control your thirst. After that, get you some knowledge and start to love yourself. And guess what? Everything else will fall into place. That right man, you won't have to come get him. He'll be attracted to you. You'll go to the grocery store and find him because you
Well,
are you. You attract what you are, not what you want.
right. But see, my son's father's a trucker. I don't trust him. You don't know. See, when we were together, I never know who he was picking up and taking in his truck when I wasn't with him.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it
Or
wasn't
our
about
son.
him, honey. It was about you. If you didn't trust him, then it was up to you to move away from that. And then that's not your issue no more. My
I'm
ex-husband cheated
refilling.
on me. I just got up and left, and I got a whole new life. Like that never happened to me. So it depends on your perspective and what you do with what you have left.
Yeah. But see, a lot of times we as people, and I've said this 1,000 times, we tolerate nonsense. We can
That's right.
see people are not proper, and we still will talk to them anyway. We still will go with them somewhere. We still will sleep with them. We still will try to date them. And then we get caught up in the situation like, oh my God, what have I done to myself? I saw the signs that he or she wasn't proper, the way they talked, whatever.
Yeah.
And I should have known better.
That's because you took them, Queen. That person took them. You took them and tried to fill up a hole in yourself, and that never works. If you just look, I got a hole in me. I'm gonna fix the hole in me before I go out and mess with anybody else. If you do that, your life will come out good. But if you trying to go shopping or look for outside of yourself for your happiness to fill up that hole of what's wrong with you, it never works. Just break down, do the work on you, fill that hole up or whatever it is you
But what?
need to do
Okay,
for
it's
you.
easy for you all to say somebody gonna come to you, but that's not the real world. People don't just come to you, so you have to get out here if you want to meet and greet. Well, I don't care where you're meeting the person.
Just get out and be beautiful. I get out every morning, Queen, even during the pandemic, one day a week on Saturday. Across the street from my house is a market.
Okay.
I put my
Yeah.
beautiful
No.
white
No
dress
Prince
on,
Charming.
whatever dress
No
I
Prince
got on,
Charming
and I walk
is
around the
coming to
market
your
and buy,
house.
go back home.
But I'm just keeping it real. Prince Charming is not
Yes,
coming to your
ma'am.
damn house. He's not going to climb up 3 flights of stairs to your apartment condo. It doesn't work like that. You are going to have to get
But
out the door to meet
but you got
somebody.
to be your own Prince Charming to yourself. When you start being Prince Charming to you, Prince Charming will show up at your front door. When you start to love yourself and give
Yes.
yourself the same love Prince Charming would have gave you, that's when Prince Charming show up at your door.
Okay.
Love
All right.
yourself and be
Right.
beautiful and walk through the planet. And guess what? Everybody will see you.
Turn your devices down, Omi.
It is.
Omi,
Yes,
you ready?
I'm ready.
What do you have to say?
I'm
I'll talk
with
to
you,
you
high
later.
flyer.
Take care.
Okay, thank you, baby. Thank you, High Fly.
Thank you. I want to like, my God, bendito, qué muerto.
Go ahead, honey.
Oh, hi. Okay, what can I say? Ask me.
What do you think about men who lie? They manipulate. They're not
Why are
truthful.
you
They don't
shaking like
really
that,
want what
Nancy?
they
My
want.
God.
Huh?
Huh?
Because Nancy was like shaking her head, like, mm.
I didn't see what
No,
you. I
no,
didn't even see
no,
what you were doing.
no. No, I'm
What I
just
think about
listening.
Lying Man, I have a whole story about Lying Man, and it's very complicated. I'm just
Well,
playing,
look,
relax.
I'm 1 hour and 47 minutes in, so you better try to tighten it up.
I don't know because we have had so many topics. I mean, we went off the one.
But that's my channel. I don't stay on one thing. Most
Okay.
people don't know that. They don't really follow me. They think
No,
it's just
but that's
true crime.
why, because you always say respond to my one topic, right? The one.
Well, I was trying to talk about men who lie, but you see, one person jumped off on
Right.
other stuff, and it throws people off. See, so just tell me this: what do you think of men who are not truthful? They meet a woman, they act like they like her, they're interested, then he falls off a day or two later, a week later, whatever.
They're just a womanizer. That's it.
So you think he has a woman?
Absolutely. Woman, are they just
You meet a guy
womanizing?
right now, you talk to him all of a day or two, and then he don't answer the phone, don't call back, nothing. What's going on?
He's not into you. That. I mean, I don't know if I don't know. I don't feel comfortable saying my history, but
Well, that you don't have to. I'm just asking the topic.
well, yes, they are liars. They're
How they
okay.
talk 1 minute, act
All right.
like they interested, and then
I'll
fall
say it.
off.
All right. So my kid's dad, right? We're together for about 9 years. Okay. I met him because I was in like dancing, like whatever, and I was doing beauty pageants and whatever. And he was in a salsa group and whatever. And that's when I met him and I asked him to like whatever. We met, he showed me the routine and blah 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 blah. One thing led to another. And we started dating. However, he had someone else on the side, but I was so young. I didn't know. I was naive. I was stupid.
Well, how old were you?
I was about 17.
Oh, you were young.
So I got pregnant.
Okay.
And so considering like I don't know, his grandparents, like they're like old school from Puerto Rico, and they're like, no, you have to let that other person you're living with let her go, and you have to bring the woman that's carrying a child into your home. So that's what happened. But I mean,
So
like,
let me ask you this: where was he living when you met him?
when I met him, he had his own apartment. But I mean, it was my bad too, because from the get-go, it was like that. I mean,
Well, let me ask you this: how old was he?
he was I'm 17. He was about 21, 22.
Okay, so he was a few years old.
Bad.
But I mean, like, but then like after a while, like he did what he had to do as a man or whatever. Never got married. But it wasn't like how it was supposed to be, like a whole,
a unit.
And yeah, stupid eye, like he always lied. Oh, I have to stay after work a longer time or whatever, blah blah. I'm going out with the boys and blah blah. He even lied because we have 3 kids together.
Oh wow! So you made 3 kids with him, knowing he was a liar.
Yes. Yep. Absolutely. Yes, I put up with that whole crap. Yep, I did.
Oh, you were young.
And between that, when my youngest, she turned 1, he denied like two of his kids. He only told.
Oh no, he didn't do that more important stuff.
Don't you hate that?
Yes, he told, and it's like, hello, other people know.
That's like that. I'm like that. You with the woman, and you gonna say this not you.
So he told this other woman that he only had one son, our eldest son, and he denied his other 2 kids. And it came to me, and one thing led to another, and I figured out who he was with, and yeah, that was like crazy. I mean, it was a super long story, but to make it short, yes, the woman and I, we had words and whatever. Then he had another woman pregnant. Oh my God, it's so crazy. So my youngest daughter, it was born in July, and my youngest daughter was born in February, and his other daughter was born in July. So they're only like a few months apart. Anyways, to make a long story short,
it's messed up.
I got back to him really bad, and I don't know how I ended it, but yeah, I ditched men and I went to the woman, and one thing led to another, and yeah, he felt very stupid about that.
Say what? One thing led to another. What do you mean?
So I ended up with the woman that he was messing around.
Good for you.
What the hell I mean? What the hell I mean? What's in this cup?
That's what he gets. You know what?
Yes.
Cheers to you, Omi.
Right on, girl.
Yes, it was not even planned, but she was feeling some type of way. I was feeling some type of way because he was over here with his other baby mom.
I'm dead.
Triangle.
How long was that, Omi?
Oh, about 6 years ago.
And how old are you
still
now?
With her?
I am 35.
Are you still with her?
No, I'm with someone else.
Oh, okay.
Girl,
So, yeah,
I
I'm
don't
done with
blame you
men.
for
I'm done
doing
with
what you
men.
did.
Look, as we say in the streets, damn.
Yes, he thought he was like big macho man and whatever. And boys, after that, his boys were like,
Humada, humada,
whoa.
humada. Eat my dust. That's funny.
Well, Lord
Yeah.
have mercy. And you told me you're Puerto Rican. That's what you told me.
I am.
My first crush was a Puerto Rican. When I left the South, I went back to Chicago. Not that this has anything to do with the story, but my first crush. Whoo, my daddy flipped out. Lord have mercy. That was a trying time for the queen. That was my very first boy crush. Tommy Maldonado.
Yeah,
I remember
yeah.
like
My
it was
kid's father,
yesterday.
he was my first like actual serious,
I got
you
you.
know. And I went through a whole lot.
Look, Crystal said I'm dead. look, I only came in with the bazooka.
I
She
told
did.
you it was gonna be a bam.
Hey, girl.
She
I didn't know
did.
what this thing. I thought it was just
Boom.
gonna be personal. Wait a minute. She said it was personal.
There's a lot more in between, but that's just, you know, it's just
Look,
extra shit. But that's what I wanted to get
You
to.
see, I
Yeah,
missed it.
he
You
tried
see,
to
I
do
missed
me
it.
wrong, and then it just ended up like that. His
You
boys
flipped
were
the
like,
script.
"Whoa."
Well, let me ask you this, Omi, since you to open Pandora's box, what is your preference at this moment, or can you answer?
At this moment, yes, women.
You flipped the
Hey,
script.
girl, you know what?
Omi,
You
oh,
have to deal with
okay.
them because you have kids together, right?
Right. I mean, right now we have an excellent relationship, him and I, you know, parenting. But
There you
that's
go.
my
That's good.
preference. I don't
That's a
know, I
good thing.
guess.
My
Okay.
son's father is an idiot. Trying to get him to co-parent, it's like, yeah,
Look,
pulling
I'm about to
teeth.
talk to Beverly. Beverly, we need a part 2. Yeah. For the part 2.
He was like,
Nothing wrong with
damn,
that.
why you did me like that? Well,
Ooh.
you
Y'all
gotta
know I
see
had
my
a on
face.
Monday.
It wasn't
Yeah,
about him at that time. It was about you.
Well, I was not. I was the good girl at home and whatever, and he thought that he could just flip me around whenever he could,
I'm
and
dead.
me, and like
They
it
say
just
pretty
flipped on
dead.
him.
They meant that.
Well, it wasn't about him. It was about you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
he deserved everything he got.
Oh yeah, he's getting way more. Not with me, but that's his issue. But
Maybe
as long as he's good,
that'll
as
be
long
my
as he's
next
good with
slide.
my kids,
I think that's gonna be my
with
next
our
slide.
kids, that's all that matters. You know.
Yeah.
It
Well, see,
happens
like,
like that. I don't know why. Like when you're in a relationship, I mean, some it's like hell, but then when you separate, you have a
well,
good
like,
relationship. I don't know if he just felt stupid, but we have a great relationship now.
Yeah.
well, see,
but-
like my
but
son's
we
father,
grew up.
I try to co-parent with our 15-year-old, trying to, get on the same page here. No, I can't get him to be on the same page.
Oh no, I cannot.
People
I
young
cannot. I can't
make
complain with
mistakes
him
when they're
as a
young,
father.
and that's
He's
the
an
thing.
excellent father. He's an
That's why I
excellent
don't
father.
recommend relationships with young people for this very reason. You don't know yourself. You haven't lived. You haven't been anywhere. You haven't seen anything. And you just out here. It's like a fishbowl. You're just over here. You see this, you see that. And you have grown people my age, 50. Let's just keep it real. You have people my age who still want to be in the street. They want everything that looks good. I know somebody right now, if he see anybody, a woman, he got to have her. I'm like, wow, what is it? Dude,
Oh yeah, he's still like that
old.
though.
You're too old for that. Why you gotta taste every candy?
He's still like that. So sad.
That's dangerous.
Sounds
I
like,
laugh with him, like
my
we joke
son's
about it
father,
because I
I
know
think he's
him.
just,
Like
You
he
might get
thinks
you
he's
a
a
hot
player.
tamale. You might get you a hot tamale. Do you understand what I'm saying to you?
I'm like, you know what? Everything that you've done
Let me tell
to,
a story.
to women, I mean, sadly, I hope not, but I
Let me
mean,
spin a story to you.
we
gonna
have
spin a story
daughters,
to
you know? It's
I'm gonna
just
spin a story
crazy.
to you that I spent to Crystal the other day. Okay? We're gonna talk about liars. Men who lie. Men
Mhm.
who have a penchant for kitty cat. They got to have every kitty cat walking They got to have every kitty cat. Back in the day, take you back, 1999. I knew this chick. I hung around her briefly. She was married at the time, but her and her husband weren't together. But the husband would come over, see, check on his kids, woo, woo, woo. But she was messing with this dude. I think he was from Atlanta. And, he was popular in the streets. Everybody knew him because he had a lot of brothers and sisters. So he obviously liked women as well. Turn the background down. He liked a lot of women, obviously. But she liked them, they kicked it, okay? So mind you, she's married, she's kicking it with this dude who's worldly. Let's just call him worldly. Well, one day she called me to tell me, hey, I gotta tell you something. My friend is dead. So I was like, what you mean he dead? She said, that girl he was living with, she murdered her. Huh?
Oh my Lord.
So I was like, it shook me because it was like, wow. And it was big news in the town. Everybody knew him. Word travels. It was in the newspaper. It was so bad that this is what it said in the paper. That when the detectives went to the scene of the crime, was out in the county, East Knoxville. They were out, I think, Strawberry Plains, if I'm not mistaken. When they went to the scene to go investigate the homicide, accident, whatever you want to call it, that time, they could smell the bleach from the end of the road.
Oh, damn.
So she tried to cover it up that she murdered him, okay?
Ooh. Right.
Well, let me show you how crazy life can be when everybody's tangled up with everybody.
Yeah. It does.
She says, Angela, the funeral is going to be on this day. I need a ride. I need you to give me a ride to the funeral. And I said, no, no, and no. I said, I don't want to go to the funeral. Well, please, I just want to pay my respects. Please just take me. I said, no, no, and no. I don't want to go.
She was dating that guy?
She was dating that guy, but mind you, she's married.
Oh.
Married. And she's messing with this guy who's been screwing everybody in town. And then the girl he's living with murdered him probably for that very reason. So the funeral, it's time for the funeral. She wants me to give her a ride to the funeral. I tell her, no, I don't want to go. Okay, she know Queen. I fall for it. So let me show you how the boomerang comes back around. We sitting in the funeral. Woo, they showing out. Lord have mercy. Packed in there. Folks jumping up, testifying about who he was, this and that. The sister then damn near toppled the casket. He almost fell out the casket. It was a mess.
Oh, no.
Oh, my word.
Somebody in front of us whispering. I think they talking about the chick I'm with because they knew that she been messing around with him.
Yeah.
So I felt the vibe like, man, I shouldn't be in this funeral. I just had that bad feeling. Queen.
You get that feeling.
Because you know the whole school. That's why.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. I've always had this thing about me where I can sense something is about to pop off. Jump off.
Yep.
Ever since I was a kid. So I told her, I said, let's go. I don't feel comfortable in here. You've seen this body. It's getting too emotional here. Everybody's showing out, hollering. You know how black folks, when they see dead folks, they're crazy. I was like, come on, let's go. Let's get out of here. Oh, come on. We just stay a little longer. I said, I don't want it. I said, damn, did you see his sister about not the casket? I don't want it to see. I said, no.
Gonna have another coffin.
Because his sister was big. That was a big black woman. That means she ran up there. That means like the Incredible Hulk. She ran up there like she was grab the casket. The casket rock. I said, oh Jesus, I can't sit up here with this damn casket.
You know what I would have done? You should have just left her there and just left.
I said, yeah, you're right. I should have left.
Something pops off, but you the middleman, so it's your fault too. It's like, what the hell? I'm just helping out my friend, and what?
Okay,
I had to excuse myself to the bathroom.
We walk out. She's whispering about this other chick that he messed around with. And I think I ended up being cool with her. She ended up being a problem. That was a straight ghetto chick, that woman she was talking about. She's like, I think he used to mess with her. And I thought, damn, how many people he done slept with? So we walk into my little car. My little cute, I had a cute little red Volkswagen Passat with the sunroof. Queen was jiggy back in the day. Thing. So we get in the car. Here come the guy who has those little flags. To put on your car.
Yeah, the little white flags.
Go say, yeah, we want one. I said, we don't. No, we don't. No, we don't. So you see, the queen get duped. I said, man, homegirl, look, you're doing too much. This is too much for me. I'm ready to go home, drop you off. I've seen enough. I'm ready to go. No, come on, let's go to the cemetery. I said, no.
What for?
Okay. Flag is on Queen's Volkswagen.
Oh my word.
You gave in.
Y'all ain't, wait, you ain't ready for what I'm getting ready to tell you. So, lay on back now.
All right.
The flag is on Queen car. And I'm looking at the cars because it's going down a hill to go out of the funeral home. There's a dip. So I said, what car's just sitting there? So everybody looking at the window like this. Hey, what's the hold up? Ooh, Satan, Lord have mercy. I said, Lord, here come the bang. I said, why are the cars being still? So everybody looking at the window. I'm looking, she looking.
Oh, shit.
So somebody said, somebody's in the road holding up traffic.
Oh,
they were looking for that girl.
Right?
She looked down there. That's my husband down there. Shut you, say. I told her.
I said, what?
He is blocking the procession. I said, you know.
Oh, wow.
I said, help her.
You did a big Huey?
I can't. I'm in the procession.
Oh my word.
I am in the line to go out of the funeral home. I was in the cars. I could not get out. And I told her, I was pissed off. I said, see, this is exactly what I was afraid of. I told you he was going to come to the funeral to see if your ass was here to see if you been fucking that man.
Oh, no. Well, you want to hear something funny?
And now you in the Queen's car. So he
and
up
you're
there.
in between. You're in between.
You want to hear something funny, guys? All right. This friend of mine, we're at TGF Fridays. We're having drinks and we're having dinner. And this guy comes up and I saw him. She didn't. He put his wedding ring in his pocket. Okay? In his pocket, right? She's all flirting with him and all this and that. And I'm nudging her. And I'm like, no, don't. He put his wedding ring in his pocket. She's like, no, he didn't. I'm like, you're so drunk. Yes, he did. So he goes and kisses her in public in front of everybody. She didn't even know who the hell he was from Adam. Okay. And I'm looking at her like, for real? Wow. And everybody's looking. And I'm like, she turns around, gives him her number. She meets up with him 3 days later. She goes to his place, makes out with him and whatnot, and then find out he sees a picture of his wife and kids next to his bed. And I'm like, I told you.
So wait, she just kissed a random guy?
This guy randomly, she starts flirting with him. And then he goes and kisses her and everything in public at TGF Fridays when I lived in Minnesota. And I'm just going, I seen the dude sneak and put his wedding ring in his freaking pocket.
But wait, were they like drinking, talking, or he just came up to her and just kissed her?
He started flirting with her, wanted to take her out sometime, and just plants a kiss right on her in front of everybody at the restaurant.
I mean, that's his bad, I guess.
I'm serious. I'm like, I'm dumbfounded. I'm like, what? Oh, wow. And then goes to his place 3 days later and see a picture of his wife and kids next to the bed. So the wife must have been at work or out of town with the kids or something. And I said, I told you.
Well, I can honestly say I met my husband online. I did. He'd never been
wrong
married
with
before.
that.
He had
It was
never
nothing
been
wrong with
married
that.
People who
before.
have good stories. There are people who have
He,
good, decent
yes,
stories of meeting people online. Everybody's plight in life is not the same. That's the thing.
I met
You
him
meet
at
them, you
a,
meet them on the streets, and they're the same.
yeah,
Yeah,
he-
You
I
know,
see
I
old
met him in a
dudes
public place. It was good, and that girl, that was back when it was in the old days when there was
when it
AOL
started.
love.
Yeah, when it
Now.
probably first started
okay.
out. Yeah, yeah.
Yep,
But
Telling on my
that's
age.
right.
like I said, because I didn't really want the topic to just dwell on date sites and stuff. I just wanted it's a general topic
That was
of
a
men
good
in
thing.
general who lie. As I state, it doesn't matter where you meet the man, where he came from, his race. There are just men who are liars. They're
Yep.
manipulators. They're hustlers.
Right.
They're just out here to pick up whomever they can and dump her, get on to the next, which I find vile because my thing is, how many women are you just going to keep hooking up with, no matter how you're meeting them, and get what you're going to get, then jump on, go to somebody else. Then you meet this one at the Walmart. Then you meet this one at the club.
Right.
Then you meet this one at the bar. Then you meet this a friend of friend. You meet them at church, meet them at work. My thing is, how many women are you just going to stack up? See, that's
Yeah. Well,
the part that's messed up. You're stacking them up like they're chips.
right. Well, my thing was like I was, if you want to say like wifey, I guess, if you want to say it like that. I mean, I don't know about other cultures or whatever, but in my culture, like if you're living with a woman after like 2, 3 years, that's your wife. I mean, not legally, but whatever.
I understand. Okay.
I was wifey. I was the one who cooked. I was the one who washed clothes. I was the one who ironed his damn clothes. I was the one who did everything, took care of the kids. Boom, 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 boom. He didn't want to leave me, of course not, but he wanted to do his thing out there,
That's what I'm saying. And that's the thing. And then too, he
Yep.
was young when he met you. That's why I said young people. I just don't think young people are designed for monogamy. I just don't think it's a good idea. Some people may disagree with me, but you haven't lived. That's why it usually doesn't work with young people. Somebody's going to step out.
But I'm gonna tell you something. After that, after in between, I mean, okay, I had kids, but still, like when I didn't have my kids, I lived my life and I lived it like if I'd never went out.
Mm-hmm.
That whole time I was with him, I was strictly like wifey material, like, you know.
Yeah, I got you.
And
Yeah.
then like it's
That's
like when you
that's
let
and so,
a wild animal out the cage or something.
well, that's what I'm saying. And a woman needs to learn responsibility naturally once she decides to bear children. If she's going to keep house, be with a man, but she still has desires to want to do things, go
But
places,
that's the thing I was gonna
and the
ask
man the
you.
same.
Because I said I had a question like way in the beginning of the
Okay, go ahead.
show.
Go ahead.
When a woman is single,
Mm-hmm.
why is it if a woman is dating, why
Yeah,
is she considered,
I know.
why?
Yeah.
Men
Well,
don't
because
like,
that goes back to the beginning of time, how women have been treated by men and how they've been revered. Men have always been revered as the breadwinner. What he says goes. And that just went on and passed down from generation to generation. And that's why you have so many men still to this day, even in a modern time,
right.
men who are cocky, arrogant, belligerent.
Right.
Yep.
Yes. Narcissist, absolutely. But I'll tell you something. Well, not now, but like when I was doing whatever I was doing, I mean, I was responsible with it. It's not like I'm bringing anyone around my kids,
Yeah. I get it.
because I do know some women who just bring anyone in their apartment, in their home while the kids are there, in and out, in and out, in and out. And no, I don't go with that. But anyways, I mean, if I'm single, I can live my life respectfully and responsibly.
Exactly.
And I don't need to be just judged by that, But no, now it's a different story.
Well, like I'm single because I've never been married.
You
I've
don't
had
need
my
to be
heart
married
broken so
to
many
get
times
respect.
that I just had enough.
The thing with me is like, why so many people about, oh my God, you're not married. Oh my God. Marriage is just actually, I don't know. I mean, I believe in God, whatever, but some people are just like, oh my God, I need to be married. I mean,
No.
Married people that get cheated on. Like, where's the loyalty?
Well, see, to me, why, to me, I don't want to get married. I'd rather be with that person, but not get married. What's a piece of paper? It don't mean nothing. I don't want no part of that. My dad was married twice. My mom's been married so many times. I want no part of that.
It does make sense to people who are really religious, I guess, so I have to think about that too. But in our reality, like I've known people who've been married for like 30 years and the wife stays there because we're married and we have kids. And actually you're living a life.
Yeah. I mean, I believe in God and all that stuff, but like, nah. I just rather be me and be my own person. And when I'm in a relationship with somebody, it's like all the crap I went through with my son's father, I had enough. I'm like, I was with him for 10 years. I mean, I had enough. I couldn't even be my own person, and
So I got a question. What type of liar do you think that, Omi, what type of liar do you think your partner was?
Mine?
Okay, Diane. Yeah.
He never told the truth to anything. He just wanted a woman that stayed home and took care of the kids and cooked and cleaned and did everything and pay all the bills. He didn't want to pay a bill. He didn't want to do anything.
So he's a habitual liar.
Yeah.
Omi, what kind of liar do you think your partner was?
Mine was all above.
Yup.
Okay. I just
it like towards the end, like that's how it just got, like all of the above liars.
Exactly.
Yep. I went through a whole lot. It was
it never fails. I'm 47 years old, and
it wasn't
I want to
only
live
lies.
life.
It wasn't only lies. It was everything,
Yep, exactly. Control.
And it's like you're at home with the kids, and like, what the hell? Why are you coming home and screaming at me? And
yeah.
It wasn't just a white lie. It was the habitual liar. It was this kind of lie. It was that kind of lie.
Yeah, it was everything. Like he'd hide money, say he's broke when he wasn't. I mean, all of it. Yeah.
Okay.
Sounds like the queen took off.
She might have had to take a break.
Oh. But like, for us women, we need to stand up and we need to stand our ground.
Yeah, it sounds like you went through a lot, Omi.
Yeah, I mean, like now we're fine and everything's fine, but just like thinking about it is like, ugh,
Yep. Well,
it's
like
just
with
a
my
lot.
son.
But anyways, the important thing is about just learning from things and just keeping them. And more importantly, my kids are more important.
Yeah.
As long as my kids are okay and he can take care of his kid and we're fine, like parent wise, that's all that matters to me,
Well, yeah, but like my son's father, I can't even get him to be on the same page to co-parent with our 15-year-old who's going to be 16.
The thing is, you can't
dwell on that though. If it's not going to help you, then you're just going to have to go
gotta like just cut out of that negative.
Unfortunately, you have to go forward.
Yeah.
There was a time when I couldn't rely on co-parenting. I just had to go forward.
But now, that's what I've been doing. It's like,
and like your son is what, 14, so I think he's at that age that he understands mom has done this much for me. So it's like, it's not even bashing the father, because kids, they're not stupid. They sponge everything. They see everything.
Well, my son's 15.
As long as you're the good mom and whatever, I mean, let the kid decide after he turns 18 and like have his own opinions, but never bash the father because that just damages, the kid.
Well, see, I don't have to. I don't have to bash his father to my son. My son is like to the point where there's times where he really wants nothing to do with his dad at all.
I mean, everyone has different situations, I guess.
Well, yeah.
It's
I
a
mean,
hard road.
yeah, because my daughter is 22. My other son's 19. So, yeah, I just, I'm to the point where, you know,
What are
my,
people in the chat saying? I can't even see.
None of us can.
Off topic.
Yeah, none of us can. That's why
none of us can.
None of us can. That's why I was asking what kind of liars that your mates were.
Yeah, multiple liars, I guess. I don't know.
Oh, I've had ex-boyfriends come out of the woodwork. Oh, I want you back and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, yeah, no. I'm all good. No.
Yeah, Miss Queen must have taken a break. That's okay. Can take a break. She deserves it.
Oh, I know, right?
Yeah, it's her.
Earth to Queen. Earth to Queen.
She'll be back.
Nancy, what did you think? What did you think
All
of
right,
Doug?
I'm going to chat, you guys. Thank you.
Thank you, Omi. Bye.
Bye.
I'm sorry, what, Diane?
What did you think of Doug?
He's a character.
Character? I kept telling myself, man, Queen, just kick him off. Kick him off the panel.
Yeah, he's quite the character. And she'll do that. She gets to where she's like had enough and she'll do. She's like, okay, goodbye.
Yup. Yeah, right?
Yeah, she'll do that.
And then you were trying so hard to tell your story. You never did finish it.
Which story?
That story, that guy you met before you met your husband.
Oh, yeah. He's just he was quite the liar. He was just quite the liar. He just he had a drinking problem and I found out about it and I was just like, okay, goodbye bye.
Oh, that ain't good at all.
No, I just found out about it and I was just like, okay, don't need this. And then I had some time in between time, and then that's when my sister convinced me to put my picture online, and then that's when I started talking to my husband, and we found out we had sports in common.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
And then found out our birthdays were close together, and met him in a public place.
Yep.
And then one thing led to another, and we were married. Oh, let me see, 7 or 8 months later, and been married for 23 years. 22 years.
Yeah. Nothing wrong with that.
Just celebrated our 22nd anniversary. I had a daughter from a previous marriage, and she's 28, and we had 2 other children.
Yeah.
And that's that. He's older than I am, so everything's good.
Mm-hmm. Well, the husband you've got now, you don't have any kids together, do you?
Yes, we have 2 other children.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. He had never had any children, and so we had 2 other children.
Yeah, so I've got 3. I'm a grandma now, so my daughter that's 22 I got a granddaughter that's a year old now.
I have no grandchildren yet, but that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah. I didn't expect this. This just came out of the blue.
Yeah. So no grandchildren yet. So But
Yeah, my two sons said, "Oh, we don't want kids," and I said, "Yeah, we all say that, and things happen in life, and you end up with kids. So I wouldn't even say that now, child."
yep, no. So, but we've been married for 22. We just celebrated our 22nd year anniversary. So,
Yeah, sounds like your hubby's a good guy.
yeah, he is. He's a good guy. He's a good guy. He's
Nothing wrong with that.
I mean, it hasn't always been a bed of roses, but it's all right. It's all right. I wouldn't trade him in. I'd like to kick him to the curb every once in a while, but that's nor here nor there.
You wanted
Okay.
to kick him to the curb?
Yeah, who doesn't want to kick him to the curb every once in a while? Nothing's perfect. Marriage is a job.
Oh yeah, but to me, everything, a partnership is 50-50. Not just one sided.
And I would be telling a big fat white lie if I said there always wasn't no lies, So that would be a lie within itself. There's
Right.
always been
I get it.
some kind of fibbing going on, and that's
Mhm.
coming straight from Flo's mouth. So, but like I said, marriage is a job. And
Yep.
it's always a work in progress,
Yep.
but it's all right.
That's a
So,
good thing, though.
but Miss Angela, but I said, like the other day, I was thinking about this when I was left on the panel and I was trying to talk and soothe the ears of the chat. And I was talking and I said, this is not the high 10, but this is where the wind comes sweeping down the plains. It is now 12:46 in central
It's- where are you from, Nancy?
Oklahoma.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's
Because
12.
my time it's like 12:47
Yes, it's 12:47.
a.m.
12:47 Central Time.
Mhm.
Not by 10, but where the wind comes sweeping down the plains.
Yup.
Just to soothe the chat.
Yep.
So, all those listening down in the chat on Everyday Shenanigans in the YT, we are waiting for Queen to return to her rightful post on the podium. So, I cannot see what is going on in the chat on oh, there she returns to her rightful podium.
Sorry.
She
That's all
is.
right. We were just
No,
talking.
no, let me tell you, it cut off and I was sitting here thinking like, what the hell's going on? So I went outside and I don't know. I saw something. I don't know. I just saw this cord like it was cut or something. And I was just sitting here thinking, okay, what the hell's going on here?
Oh,
Really?
Yep.
That does not sound good.
No, it does not sound good. But that's the thing. How am I back on with you then? Do you understand?
I
But now
don't
I've got
know.
my TV on. I've got my TV on and there's still no signal.
Because we never went off, as far as I
Yeah.
know.
I don't know.
I never went
I
off.
don't know.
Queen.
I don't know
And
what's
neither
going
did
on.
I.
As far as I know, I never went off.
Well, I don't know what's going on, but my TV is not on. There's no signal on it, and it's on the internet too.
Wow.
Can you see the chat? Did the chat ever go down?
The chat. I'm saying I just got back on when I came on.
Oh, I'm
walking in.
sorry.
I'm just walking into the house. I was outside.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah.
Angie, what internet network do you go through?
AT&T.
Oh, okay. Because I was gonna say if you went through Spectrum, sometimes they especially with my internet, like there's times where they'll end up like they're fixing something. Because I'll get a text and saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
we're fixing the internet," and blah blah
Well,
blah.
it might be down because I know that I wouldn't be able to do YouTube without the internet.
Right. Yeah.
So it's
I
got to
get
be
it.
on because there's no way I'd be talking to you. Because there's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, you can't do YouTube without the internet. But I just know that when I went out there and I started pulling the wires to the box, because the box is running into my bedroom, I just pulled all the cords out. I pulled out one and it was cut. So I was wondering if this is just one that was when he redid it, because it's new. So I didn't know if maybe this was like an old wire or something. Because I remember him saying he had a lot to do with some wiring, you know, when he came a couple weeks ago. But it just scared me because I was just thinking that somebody out there fumbling with my internet, you know, because you don't know people. People are sick. So
yeah.
So I don't know if it's just and it's not storming out.
No.
It's not. I mean, it's not storming. I'm sorry about that, you guys. I'm 2 hours and 30 minutes in. Sorry.
But
okay.
I'm gonna leave now, so
Oh, thank you, Diane.
no problem. Talk to you
Good
guys
luck,
all later.
Diane.
Okay.
All right,
Good
bye.
night.
Okay. All right, Dawn. What do you have to say? I'm sorry about that. I didn't get to see you.
I feel like thank you for having me on the panel, by the way. I appreciate it. Thank you, Queen. Hello, Nancy. Hi, everybody.
Hello, Dawn.
I feel like a lot of men, they tell us what we want to hear. They know what we want to hear, and they get our defenses down. And they lie because there is always an ulterior motive in that situation. They all want to get that conquest. I think, well, not all. I shouldn't say all. Forgive me for grouping everybody together. But a majority of them have a conquest, you know, of wanting to get that notch on their belt. And I'm not saying it's just men. Women do it too. It's just not as prevalent with women. Men think with one brain, women think with the other a lot of times. In my opinion. Just my opinion, y'all. Just saying.
Oh, Lordy. I am so sorry about that. I'm just like, what in the world? I can't get TV. She ain't on.
Oh, no, that's not good.
No, I'm going to try something. Y'all keep talking. I'm just messing with my TV just to see. I'm going to see if YouTube comes on my TV. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, it's okay.
I've heard crazy stuff about AT&T and other places, though. That it would blink out, that it would go out. You know what I'm saying? It would go out.
Yeah. Dawn, were you down in the chat?
I remember a lady once told me that she'd be watching something during the day and it would just blink out.
I was in the chat.
Yes, my internet, it's on right now. I'm looking at the TV now. YouTube's on.
Oh.
My TV, okay. Yeah. It might be something wrong with their system. You know, Queen was worried, honey, because I thought, I hope ain't nobody been out there jugging, messing with no cords, because I ain't trying to be a YouTube. Look, I ain't trying to be a YouTube story now.
Sorry. Yeah, right.
Oh, YouTuber.
YouTuber disappeared during live show.
No, I'm not gonna be disappearing. I'm not gonna be the one doing the disappearing.
Could you hear it?
No.
Listen,
you had us all worried for a minute.
Anything, just because I know my business, anything jump off with me, I already know who's behind it because I know people.
Yeah.
So if anything ever happens to internet, car, anything, I already know who will be behind it because I know who I deal with and don't deal with. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Look, Crystal, she said a mess. She said, what you going to do? Come on a plane, try to figure out. You better bring some bond money. That's what the hell you be bringing. You be bringing some damn bond money. Look, because guess what? With the Queen, there ain't gonna be no video for y'all to be trying to put together.
Might be some evidence, and that's what's left over.
Hey, as they say in the street, I'm gonna leave you where you stand. What you talking about? I mean, you just don't know. People are sick. People are crazy. People do crazy stuff. Look,
They do.
Air Force. That's what I was thinking. Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking. And I thought, you mess with that internet, anything, little girl, you better go find somebody to play with. That's all I'm gonna say. You better find somebody to play with.
Absolutely.
Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you. Oh, she said, Queen, my AT did blink early when it was thundering. Oh, thundering. RN, where are you at? Because I haven't heard any thunder. And I hadn't heard that it was gonna be, any bad weather tomorrow that I know of. I hadn't heard any there's gonna be any bad weather. Oh, Crystal said I was about to come for you. I can see you, itty bitty spider trying to fight something.
Never know. She might bring some bait.
Crystal, you gonna be trying to fight. You be down at the jail. That's where you be fighting, and that ain't the right place to be trying to fight nobody. To get yourself locked up. Don, where are you calling from?
Texas.
Oh, you from Texas? Okay, Texas.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay. Well, what's the Air Force? He used to work in Annapolis. Y'all just down there chatting like y'all getting ready to eat some tea and biscuits.
Well, they had to buy the time.
I apologize. I didn't know what was going on. So, you have to be careful. So I said, let me go out here and check the wires or something. Let me see
Well,
that.
we were kind of getting a little concerned. We just trying to buy our time.
Well, I would have sent the message to the girls, for them to let y'all know if I had, if I had to break,
Yeah, I was looking.
do something real retarded.
I was looking. I was like, okay, I don't see no message
The queen
popping up.
had to do something real retarded. Oh, honey. This place been in shambles. That's all I'm gonna say. And be like, well, it was up and it went down.
So I was like, just talking. I was like, well, okay.
All I can say is you better try to see if you can get out here live so you can get some help from the Red Cross. Shut your mouth. Oh, Crystal says take a poll to see where everyone is watching from. Tennessee.
Oklahoma.
Texas.
We got Oklahoma, Tennessee, Texas. Oh, wow. My dinner was fried catfish, fried okra, hush puppies, and green salad. Dang, RM, you was eating good, weren't you? Mississippi.
Ooh.
Wisconsin. Massachusetts. Yeah, only in Massachusetts. She all the way up. Bree loves them Cali. That's all right. California. Maryland. Oh. We got good old Maryland in the house. They says Maryland's nice though. Y'all calling, y'all in here from everywhere, right? Hello, Lexi, where you from? That's the new rule. They want to bring up where everybody's from. So everybody put a shout out in the chat where you from. Let me see who is this. Oh, Crystal. Hey.
Okay, Queen.
I know you got worried, didn't you?
Blink 3 times if you really need help.
You know good well. You know if I'm laughing, I'm good. Hey, baby. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something, Vancouver. Let me tell you something. If the Queen thought anything felonious was going on with anything pertaining to this address, honey, I'm 911. I'm not playing with y'all. I'm not playing with y'all. Don't play them kind of games. No. You always call the law first, and that way when something pop off, they're after. You already got your initial phone call.
Right.
Hey, Deborah, shout out to Wisconsin. Yeah, that's what I was getting ready to do. I said, if I saw anything I thought felonious, anything going on with any tampering with something, I was calling the police. That's what I want to do.
I just would have been saying,
and then I would have waited.
So long.
And then I would have waited. And when I caught you, I was going to beat the brakes off of you.
Dawn, do you have something in your going on in your background?
Like what?
Because it's echoing.
I don't have anything on my end. I mean, it's echoing.
Oh, I hear like some tweaking noise. That what you mean, Nancy?
Yeah, it's echoing. I don't have anything.
Yeah, something squeaking.
I'll get off and see if it's me.
Okay.
This is the first live I've ever been on. So.
Oh, well, maybe it's Crystal. Crystal, the last one that came in.
I'm muted.
Yeah, you are muted. I don't know. That's weird.
Well, let me get off of here. Thank y'all for having me on the panel.
Thank you, Dawn. I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm sorry.
I'll be in the chat.
Okay. Well, I don't know. I hear something like a
Yeah, it's like a Tweety bird.
Dawn, you still here?
Nope.
Or Dawn? Well, I don't know.
Quit
I don't know. 2 hours and 40 minutes in. I hate I was gone that long, but y'all ain't y'all gonna crazy? It's 2 o'clock in the morning. Ain't y'all going to bed?
Negatory.
Why?
No, it's still echoing. I don't know.
Because you wired up, Nancy. You ain't sleep. I need to charge my phone. Where's my phone?
Speaking.
You go to bed. Oh, Air Force says Nancy is echoing.
How can I be echoing?
You outdoors and you out there with them crickets.
You know what? Here we go.
I don't hear it now. Oh, that cup. You still holding on to that cup?
I done filled this cup up 3 times.
Oh, I was gonna say you've been arm wrestling. You must got your stuff right there by.
No, I put my camera off and went in and filled it up.
Washington State here, 30 miles from Seattle in a tiny town, one road town. Ooh, Janet, we're gonna pray for you.
I don't know how I can be echoing.
Woman says cheers. Juanita said no. Oh, I need to find me another subject, but I need to plug my phone. I must have got disoriented. Lost my cord. It was somewhere over here. She's almost said, is that moonshine?
Wish I had some moonshine. I'd be hitting the ground.
Girl, you sick.
Let me go down and come back. I don't know. Maybe I am echoing. Adios.
I'm 2 hours and 42 minutes in. Y'all ain't gonna separate any longer. I'm up here almost 3 hours. Did you all watch my live earlier pertaining to Chadwick Cole?
I saw something.
Okay. Take your mic out.
I'm gonna go down because
I need to charge my phone because I'm at 50%. I was trying to use the other phone and it wouldn't let me on. The internet was acting up or something. I was like, what is going on?
I'm gonna go down. It's echoing. Look, Crystal got off. You didn't need to get off of here.
Omen said, bring in the men. Yeah, okay. Wherever they at. Lord have mercy.
Don't bring Doug.
Oh, that's not nice.
I know.
Nasty.
I'm not being nice.
I don't know what we getting into, Doug. You be talking around in circles. I don't know what is going on.
He was going around in circles and circles. Doug's an all right guy. He was just going around.
Yeah, he was going around. Look, he's making Queen dizzy. Queen was trying to get on. I be trying to get these lives on.
It's like riding that old timey merry-go-round.
But it takes people too long to hit the links. That's what takes up all the time. That's what takes up all the time. Well, I'm going to come up out here. Give Krista my IG. Oh, okay. I will. Thank you, baby. Okay, Air Force. I'll give her your IG. Well, I thank you all for joining me. Sorry about my little mishap there. I don't know what was going on. Must be something with my service, but everything's looking copacetic at the moment. Well, as we know, it's rough when you're single and you're trying to date, no matter, what your age is, your demographic, and it can be tough. And I brought this subject because, I just don't understand why a man feels the need to have to lie to meet a woman's greed. I don't understand. My thing is, a person will respect you if you just tell the truth. You're either interested, you're not interested. You want to meet, you whatever it is that you want. Just tell the truth. Just tell the truth. Please check out my content pertaining to Chad Carr's video I did earlier yesterday. He is still missing from the halfway house, and his sister has now talked to Dateline. So I want you all to check out that content and tell me what you think. And it's a baffling story. It's a very baffling story because to live around small area and hear somebody missing, although I did not know him, but I do share, acquaintances that know him. So, it's disturbing. It's very disturbing. And, you don't want to wish harm on anybody. Even the worst of man, you're not supposed to anyway, but it's just hard to hear, somebody that people know and they're talking about that person and they're saying things like, no, this person wouldn't do that. They wouldn't just fall off. They wouldn't just disappear. You have to ask yourself, then where is he? And that's the question. And as I said, watch for your local listings on the NBC network to when they will have, an interview or do a piece on Chad Carr. It is a very baffling story. But I want to say this to men in general, some men directly. Life is short. And the games that you're playing with misleading women, lying to them, myself, it's a waste of time. If you are nothing ass, hell, why don't you just say you're nothing ass? Just be done with it. All this old extra stuff, pretending to be this and that, and oh, I like you, oh, I'm interested, oh, I want to get to know you, oh, I want to spend time with you, oh, I'm looking for a woman, a mate, I like to get married, I want a wife, whatever. That's not really you. You're not trying to settle down with one woman. You like other women, several women, menage a trois, whatever the hell you're into. Then if that's the case, then whomever you meet, then just tell her that. And she can have the option if she wants to ride the ride with you or not. Not listen at you, act like you're interested, act like you're going to call back, act like you're going to show up when after day 1, day 2, day 5, week 2, whatever the length of time is, you are not going to be consistent and you're going to fall off and you're going to stop calling her. You're going to stop texting her. You're not going to visit her, and nor will you answer your phone. Just keep it real, because that's not the way to treat people. And you wouldn't want someone to do it to you. If you were genuinely interested in a woman, you would not want her to act like she's interested. But then one day you decide to call her. She doesn't answer. She doesn't text. She disappears. And then you're on the receiving end wondering, damn, what did I do? What did I say? Maybe she just wasn't that into you. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Thanks for joining me. Thank the mods. Thank you, mods. Thank you, chat. Thank you, Nancy, Dawn, Diane, all of you for joining me, Omi. Thank you all for hitting the link. God bless all of you. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.